What's going down? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Where else are we at? Twitch, Twitter, OnlyFans, Pornhub. We all the above, man. On every app, social media y'all can follow, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in with us tonight. I got my very, very good friend, very special guest, one of the hottest artists from here in the city of Houston, E45, man. How you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing fine. How's it going?
Man, doing blessed, bro. I'm glad to have you here. I know you made an adventure to come see me. You know, my boy's a hustler out shooting some 8-ball. But, man, it's going to stop by. We're going to chop it up, talk about it from the beginning, from the sticks to where you're at now, bro, and where we feel you can go, man, and get it going. Man, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us. We started a little bit late today. I had something I had to do with the kids, baseball, everything for the kids, man. You know, Tony Montana style. So I had to help out my boy Jack from Primetime, coach a little softball game. But, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. Buckle your seatbelts, and let's get ready to ride.
The world is yours. You can hold it in your hand. The world is yours to control and command. Yo, I'm the master of my own destiny. That's right, and I ain't worried about your weaponry. I mean especially the world. Yeah, this world belongs to everybody.
All right, man, here we go. We are in the building. So appreciate everybody for tuning in with us tonight. Like I said, man, it's a little late start, but I had a few things I had to get taken care of real quick. But, man, y'all do me a favor and solid. Share it, like it, comment, join the conversation with us, man. Y'all got a question you want to ask? My boys right here, man. Y'all want to jump in? You need a feature? You want to get one of the hottest artists from here in the city of Houston? And you notice I ain't say one of the hottest Latino artists. Man, one of the hottest artists, period, bro. You know what I'm saying? One of the hottest artists is putting pressure on anybody to want to pull up, man. The real Mr. Pull Up on you, man. There you go, dog. Give you a shirt right there. Give you a shirt right there, man. Mr. Pull Up on you, bro. How you feeling tonight, bro?
Man, honestly, I'm feeling blessed, bro. Like I was telling somebody earlier, I was like, this is long overdue. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tsunami, DJ Tsunami. You know what I'm saying? We go back. I remember me and you first started chopping it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Like, hey, we need to get on the song. We need to do this.
Yeah,
we need to do that. And, you know, just seeing you set up, I just got to throw this out there for, you know, a quick minute. Just seeing him set up, it was like, you know who it reminded me of? And if you know your engineers and you know your history, you'll be like, it reminded me of Bruce Bang.
You see, Bruce, I've known Bruce since I was about 13. Because Bruce is from the same area I'm from, man. He was good friends with my.
Huge shout out to Bruce.
Shout out to Bruce Bang. You know, Bruce Bang's the best of the best. You know what I mean? Then they got Super Bowls and.
When I saw you setting up, it literally reminded me of like how he like tracks out.
Yeah, bro.
Like
everything. That dude is some serious.
Yeah, like he's thinking two, 3 steps ahead of you before you even know what you're asking for.
Bruce is on a whole nother level. You know, and shout out to my brother, my actual physical older brother Stress, and Bruce Bang, all of the Edgebrook crew, the EBC. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from Taco Town, you know, all the people from Old Galveston Road, South Houston area, LaPorte, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've known Bruce since I was a young kid.
Yeah, no, because when I saw you set up, like hand of God, when I saw you set up, I wouldn't have known that you were connected.
Yeah.
When I saw you set up, it was like that ethic, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of, he's like robotic.
Yeah, bro. Like, and that dude is so dope, bro. It's like, you know, he's done the Super Bowl, bro. Oh, man, coolest dude ever, bro.
Huge shout out.
Coolest dude ever.
Shout out to Bash, bro. Like, the last time I recorded with Bruce, I was big
Bash. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Uncle Bash, man. Tony Montana, everybody there, you know what I'm saying? I know my boy Cooley Bully been headed out there with Rich Kid and Milton Bradley, the big bro Milton, you know, Doom. Again, I've known Milton Bradley Doom since I was like, motherfucker slept in our bed, you know what I'm saying? If they say he was a friend that would come stay a night in the summer and never leave for the summer, you know. He didn't stay the night the whole summer.
For Houston being the city as big as it is, like it's like little community and pools of people.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So like when you're tied into like, hey, we go back decades. That same person that everyone's trying to like die to get backstage.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I know that dude. We went to school together. You know what I'm saying? So that
motherfucker slept on the couch or slept in the bed. You know, playing basketball all day, Nintendo and shit. You know, stealing cigarettes and trying to drink a beer every night.
Man, one time, shout out to my homeboy Spill, man. We got a song that we did with the producer named K Waters. I don't know if you know K Waters.
Not right offhand, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Man, you shout out to him. We got a single coming out, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Spill.
Yeah, bro, that's dope, man. And you know, I know that you've been doing a lot of shit here in the city, bro. And like I said, man, you know, you're one of the hottest features to get on a song right now in the city, bro. You got a lot of major people asking, you know, for features and shit. We're gonna have my boy E45 on a song with Tony Montana soon. That's when I first met you. We was at was it Mo Hustle's birthday party? in that hot ass gym. I felt like I was in 6th grade playing basketball inside a gym with no air conditioning in the middle of summer. Big Pokey, I think, was there.
It was the Big Pokey.
Yeah,
Northside.
Yeah, bro. And the air conditioner went out or something. This in the middle of the summer, bro. I was sweating shit, bro.
Shout out to Mo. He's been doing his thing.
Bro.
On Lopez.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Lopez been doing her thing. Shout out to her.
Filetto, I know Filetto's in the camp. You know what I mean? And shit, you can't ignore or deny Lopez's talent, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
she's got it, bro.
You know the craziest thing about it. Whenever I met her, I was like, "Hey man, can I get on the song? Can I get you on the song?" She came down, bro, and she ended up singing on the song.
Damn, singing. So,
So I was like, bro, I was so blown away. Where I was like, damn, bro, like I was already on like a fan of the way you rap.
Yeah.
And she like vocally
did something even better. Something
so,
unexpected.
That's
dope, bro.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people right here from this area, you know what I'm saying, that are doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? That I remember like doing underground shows and talent showcases and damn near, ciphers in the parking lot.
Yeah, bro.
And you know what I'm saying? Like now they're doing their thing state to state. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, how you said about the features.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, but like lately I've been getting a lot of people from out of town. The last feature I just did was from cat from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So huge shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? That'll be dropping. I got people in San Diego. You know what I'm saying? So I got people like across the map that they're showing love now. You know what I mean?
And what did I tell you? When I saw you over at the Benefit for Sin, man. Of course, God bless Sin and hope he's resting well. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
like I was telling you there, bro. And we're jumping a little bit in the future because I want to go all the way back to the beginning.
No, we got all.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you there, like my boy E is one of the most talented dudes out there, bro. One of the most humblest, hardworking, dedicated, dopest motherfuckers alive right now, bro. In the city of Houston. I need the city of Houston to have your back, dog. I need the city of Houston to help put you on, dog. The way they'll put on strangers, the way they'll put on people they don't know, put this dude on, bro. He's got the goods. He's got the talent, man. And you know me, bro, I was raised hard as can be.
Yeah.
I would never hype up nobody. My own kids, if you suck, you suck, dog. You know what I'm saying? My dad told me plenty of times, hey, bitch, get the fuck out of there, dog. You suck.
Kick rocks.
You know what I'm saying? Stay ain't your day.
Now, to be honest with you, keeping it 1,000 the whole way, like I don't have the biggest platform. I don't have the most followers. I don't have the most streams. You know what I mean? But whenever I pop up at events, you know what I'm saying? Whenever it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. Bro, like my city knows what's up with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I might not be on like other people are on, you know what I'm saying? But if we're talking about like live performance, bar for bar, like you know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing, you know what I'm saying? They already know what's up with me. The way somebody asked me something that blew my mind the other day. They were like, have you made it as a rapper? And I was like, damn, shit, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know how to break it down. And this is what they told me. They were like, how much money would you have to make in order for you to feel like I made it as a rapper? And I was like, well, if you know me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a dog breeder. You know what I'm saying? I'm a gambler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know you got the whole hustling. You know?
So,
and I don't mean hustling in the bad way.
Yeah,
my boy really
I'm legit.
hustling. You know what I'm saying?
To transform my DNA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My boy like is hustling.
Yeah. So to me, you know what I'm saying? I looked at it like, okay, well, if I don't have to have like a full-time income from this, what's making it, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, I remember having to pay for the studio time, having to pay for the beats, having to pay for the flyers, the show slots, the features. Yeah, I could go on. Yeah. It's just one song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? If I make $500 a month, I feel like I made it as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like in my opinion.
Yeah.
And so my goal every month is, bro, like, if I come up with $500, like, no, that's not going to cover my overhead. If you don't know what it's like to pay like all your bills at home and have a business and like I have to pay payroll and I have to the overhead
for sure,
and you wouldn't understand the conversation. You know? So in my head I'm like, if I make a legit $500 bill a month, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I did something. And you know what I'm saying, like knock on wood, you know, God first, family second, but you know what I'm saying, like I've been able to cross that and some. Shout out to Goto, shout out to GT Distribution, Empire. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when I look at my analytic chart and it blows my mind because I'm like, damn, in Canada, and it shows you like the
Yeah,
top
bro.
50 countries.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So Australia, like,
You know, I got a classic hip hop group. You know, we release music, and every day somebody listens to our songs in Stockholm, Sweden, in Germany, in Amsterdam, in Canada, in Maine, in the United States, like places we never been close to, in Mexico, Italy. And it's like, damn, dog, every day somebody listens to them. And it may only be 10 to 15, sometimes 1 or 2, but literally every day somebody listens to a song that I wrote, bro.
Like right now, just looking up at the screen, just seeing whichever live this is, but it's like 6 people watching. I'm like, those are 6 people that anywhere in the world, they could be doing something else, they could be doing something different, but they're tuned in, like, hey, what's going on? What's popping?
Catching it.
I want to support. I want to catch. You know what I'm saying? See what see what the conversation is. So to me, like, I appreciate those 5 or 6 people. I appreciate the people over here on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Whoever watches in the future, like, to me, it's you can look at the glass half empty or half full. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it like, oh man, I don't have 1,000 people watching me, this and that. But like my Facebook, I don't have more than 5,000 people on there, and most of them, I would cut it down to maybe 700, 600-700 people that like I truly interact
personally
with,
know,
you know?
yeah.
And when I tell you, like, off of breeding dogs, off of raffles, off of features on songs, like I've legit, like, you know what I'm saying, touched like real tight paper, like long, you know, monthly, and just off of, you know what I'm saying, 700 people. So in my head, you know what I'm saying, like, you could have, I could pay somebody to get the views, I could pay somebody to get the fake followers and that, but I just appreciate like every single one person that's a true supporter. You know what I mean?
And see, bro, I've always told you this since the first day I met you, dog. I met you because of your performance. You know what I'm saying? And I think you had reached out to Tony about getting on a song with him, and then I reached out to you. You know, and that's why I told you when I called you, I was like, hey, bro, I just wanted to reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you did great, good shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up. You know, I just wanted to encourage you because it was worth encouragement. You know what I'm saying? What I saw, what I witnessed, and there was a lot of motherfucking rappers that day, dog. You know what I'm saying? The stage was packed full of rappers that night, but you know how to stand out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm hoping, and I'm saying, man, if we can get the city behind you, bro, there ain't no reason you can't be up there with some of the best right now, bro.
Like to me, and this is like when you're around anything, like if you want to be an electrician, you go to a school that teaches you how to be an electrician. So like I've been around the game so long that it's like whenever I hear that from a DJ, to me it's almost like, everybody's compliments and everybody's, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, pat on the back, and you did that. I appreciate that. But when it comes from a DJ, it means more to me because in my head I'm like,
they're tapped in the business.
Your library, you know, your Rolodex of I've heard this style, that style, and it means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've told you from jump that, like, as long as in my head, like, until you prove me wrong, then logically that means that I'm right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shit, I got, you know, like I said, I think $500 is making it, right? So I got a crispy $500. Whoever wants to line up their bars, and I'm not a battle rapper, but we're gonna live performance in front of a biased crowd. I've been trying to do this with people.
Yeah,
like,
no, I know, and know, right? And you see me,
I've been trying to do this, like, with anybody, like whoever you are, and even if you're watching and you're like, look, I'm not an artist, you know what I'm saying, but my little homie right here,
pull him up.
Hey, bro, like I said a minute ago, I'm a gambler. You know what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, me and you, we flip coins for $100, $200. Like, this is actually happening. I ain't saying it like we some balling ass niggas. No, I'm just saying, like, if you come from that background and you know, like, in gambling, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Okay, you remember that we did it on live, and I was going to a the other day.
Man, you cracked my ass.
Do you remember? I won that day.
Yeah.
But I took to keep it.
No, I like real shit. And I put this on my live that day. And every time I tell the story, I say, look, he was up $200. The live ended. I was like, bam, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, in gambling, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Dude turned around and said, hey, keep it and just bless my game with a feature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or just, you know what I'm saying?
Like, next time we link up, bro.
And I'll be damned. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like coming from that background. That's happened to me before. And one thing I could honestly say, that's just like some real shit for somebody to be like, you know what? Like, I could take it from you, but you know what I'm saying? Just keep it. Just bless my game down the road. And
like you just said though, it ain't like, you know, we work for a living, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's $200, $5 is money to me.
yeah, hell yeah.
$200 money.
Yeah.
But am I not gonna pay my 200 is not gonna make or break me tomorrow? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was fun, and I said, hey, you know what I mean? Go ahead and just bless up yourself. But let me. So we gotta give a few shout outs real quick. We got my boy Christian G. Christian said he went to school with you, dog. Christian G, man.
Okay.
He said the Madhouse album E45. You know what that means? The Madhouse album.
Madhouse album. No, but shout out to Christian.
Shout out
G.
to Christian G.
If we went to school, then that's gonna be Galveston. I moved around, you know what I'm saying?
Christian, what school did y'all go to? He told me at work y'all went to school together.
Yeah.
I could have sworn he said it was on the north side somewhere or something like that.
Yeah.
But now we'll figure it out. We got my boy Angel Romero. Appreciate you tuning in, man. One of the best baseball organizations here in Houston, the World Baseball Academy, man. Shout out to everybody over there and to Angel Romero. And then also he's got the World Baseball Classic that we do here for the kids, though.
Yeah.
So every kid get to represent their own country. You know, I'm the manager for the Dominican Republic teams. And, there's Puerto Rico, the United States, Venezuela, Texas, Houston, Mexico. There's teams that come in from Mexico, from Puerto Rico, England, France, Great Britain. Like, bro, there's an Asian team. So it's growing every year, man.
Yeah.
And all the hard work that Angel puts into making that happen for the kids, bro. It's a lot that goes unsaid. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, if that 500 makes you feel good, does that cover every expense and all nickels and dimes? No. But if it makes you feel good at the end of the day, and that's the same thing with Angel, man. All the work he puts into making that event happen, it happens one time a year. But all the work that goes in all year long to make that one event happen, and then I got blessed and he actually asked me if I could host it for him. And bro, it was fun, man. It was a few months ago. It comes every first quarter of the year.
Let me know.
I'll let you know. Yeah, bro.
I want to pull up at the least.
So I hosted the event for him, and I try to do like Bruce Buffer and Michael Buffer. Try to hype it up for the kids. Because I could have stood there and be like, all right, now kids. Batting, now Team United States, yay, Team Mexico, yay. El Salvador, boo. Hey. Puerto Rico. So I was like, I told myself, I got there and I was like, man, come up with little sayings for every team. You know what I'm saying? So I try to come up with little phrases and shit for every, so for example, when Dominican Republic, that's my team, my home teams, I was like, que lo que mi gente, República Dominicana, so everybody try to give it to a Mexico. I didn't want to say Viva, Canelo, Viva, Viva Mexico, cabrones. There's little kids. So I was like, Viva Mexico, personas. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Just hype it up, bro.
From doing live shows, something I learned that the DJ has more control over the crowd than the artist do. Most of the time, the DJ gets the crowd more crunk than the performer. So So it would make sense that you would turn it into
But now,
turn it into a hype.
Yes, bro. So people were telling me what really made me happy, dog. And I told Angel that night, I volunteered my time. You know what I mean? I went out there and what made me really happy, dog. The kids loved it, bro. And it's about the kids, bro. The kids, because all the hard work that Angel and all of his team and everybody at the ballpark in League City. Big League Dreams and all the hard work and everybody that puts into that, from the mayor all the way down to the police and everybody that was there to make that event happen for the kids. To see them little kids feel like there's something, dog. Yeah. And not saying they're not. Yeah. But to we as normal, let's just put an analogy wise, rapping, right? That would be the equivalent of you getting caught on stage by Snoop Dogg just out of the crowd. Yeah. And now you got to go up you've been talking, you're the goodest rapper, best rapper, calling people out. Hey, Snoop says, hey, come on stage up here then. Let me that tournament, bro, is the best of the best in the Houston area that every country has to represent, dog. Wow. So for the kids, the fans, the
and what's his name?
Angel Romero. And his is called the World Baseball Classic, the Texas Youth World Baseball Classic. And for the kids though, bro, it's like them playing in the World Series. It's like them playing the world. They have the men, the professionals. Yeah. The Major League Baseball
and the day to shine.
Yeah, bro. And that's why I was as a host sometimes, dog, I always tell people sometimes, because people are like, bro, you make it look so good and so easy. But bro, I battle depression, anxiety, you know what I mean? State just like anybody else.
Yeah.
But I know I'm out there, and I'm confident, very confident in what I do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know I could pick up a mic right now in front of 1,000 people and get people to do what I want to do. And I can walk into somewhere that nobody knows me and come out with 185 best friends. Yeah. That's just me, dog. You know what I'm saying? So like I was telling myself, like, hey, let's get in there and just make it happen, dog, for the kids. And then like, I wasn't worried about embarrassing myself because it's like when you go up there rapping, right? Yeah. If you go up there and be like, damn, is this gonna be tacky? Do I look good? Hey, you gotta have confidence. Yeah. You can say, well, damn, that line was kind of whack. But hey, if I say it with full force, you're just gonna agree with it.
You know how you know this is gonna sound corny, bro. Like, but it's the truth. It's the truth. You know how Eminem would go to the bathroom,
yeah,
like
bro,
on 8 Mile,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So like I have a ritual. Like I go to the bathroom, I'll splash water in my face and be like, all right, look, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, just go up there and you got it. You know, like,
it's because you're a professional, dog.
Yeah.
How weird that sounds is because you're a professional. It's like, you know, I'm a coach in baseball too, and right now I'm trying to get all my boys to understand. When you step into the batter's box to face a pitch, that is a really, really hard task to do. Yeah. To be a successful hitter in the Major League Baseball level, you have to be able to hit 3 balls out of 10. You're a gambler. You know how horrible that odds is, dog? You play pool. If I say, you got to make the 8 ball 3 times out of 10, you're a fucking loser, dog. Yeah. You ain't ever winning no money, dog. That's horrible.
Look, my boy, Rap
Sumo, man.
I have a ritual too. But you know, I grew up learning. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So, like when people ask me, like everyone has a style. Everyone has like J. Cole. To me, like he's like like he makes you think about life. He makes you picture like everything he's putting together with his words and shit like that.
Yeah, bro.
Like Slim Thug and Lil Kiki. That's more of like the freestyle, the wordplay, the slang. You know what I mean? So I mixed up everybody that I grew up learning from. You know what I mean? And so shout out to Sumo. Like, there go baby. Shout out to Karina.
Hey, yay.
Yeah, no. So when I met Sumo, I saw a big ass Swisher House piece on his
channel,
and I was like, Swisher House.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up the day hell broke loose. That was the first. And the first time you heard me flow, bro. Like literally, like, man, big shout out to Sumo.
Man, we got a few shout outs on TikTok. Shout out to Boss Man. Shout out to RNG. Shout out to Los Real Ones. Mo, we got a whole bunch of people on TikTok, man. Shout out to everybody on TikTok, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I got to scroll up and down the list. But yeah, bro, we also got your girl in the building. Where's the sister? Where they go by? The Mota twins? Something like that. The Hemp sisters.
Yeah, the Hemp sisters.
I gotta say the Mota twins, the Hemp sisters, right? I knew there was something.
No, man. TR Screen Printing. Hey, big shout out. He let me shoot a video. Like all these different people, bro. Like it's history with them. You know
bro.
Like,
hey,
and that's what I was
saying.
Bro.
We were just talking about that, bro.
Like
talking about that.
TR Screen Printing, bro. I showed up to his store.
Yeah,
and he was like literally designed me a whole fit, like
just
press the shirt,
for that,
and moved everything out the way, and like to me, it's those little things where it's like whether I turn into like a platinum selling artist or whether I don't, it's always gonna be in my memory bank. It's always gonna be in like, hey, bro, like I remember this man did this for me. You know what I'm saying? That man did that, and I also remember the ones along the way that were on that fake and phony shit where it's like, it's crazy because the same people that were like, hey, you got to spend money and invest in yourself, right?
Yeah.
So you do that and you create a wave, and then when they call you and they're like, hey, but I need you for this event, I need you to freestyle for this, or I need you to do 2-3 songs here.
Yeah.
And you tell them, hey, that's cool, but I'm gonna need like 200.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, bro, you let it get to your head. You think you this and that, and I'm like, damn, bro. So how long do I have to invest in myself before I could profit from myself? You know what I mean? So really, like a lot of people, they haven't seen me. Like I took a break from social media. I didn't post on social media for a total of like almost 45, a month and a half, like 45 days.
Yeah, because it's E45 or just because it happened to be
No, but at one point I was posting like 90 times a day.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Right. And so a lot of people are like, why would you post 90 times a day? You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of overdoing it. But if just for example, I celebrated my 20th raffle. if it's 25 a number, it's 100 numbers, and it's 20 raffles. You feel me? So it's
Yeah.
like, hey, like shout out to Facebook. That's for sure like one of my biggest markets. And it's one of like the outdated ones. Everybody's on Instagram and TikTok, and
But you know, it's old
Twitch,
folks. You know, like I saw a little,
Old
I saw a little like a chart the other day.
yeah,
Your boy done passed into the OG level,
Oh.
dog. Your boy done passed up the Unk level.
man.
That boy's in the OG level now, dog.
Look,
They're getting old, dog.
and we're talking about the number 45. Ironically,
Yeah.
I check every like third day of every month because that's when Spotify
Yeah,
that's when their chart comes out for that month.
Yeah.
You know, for the top 400 streaming apps, they give you the analytic chart.
yeah.
So I keep track of it every third I'm on it. I'm checking. And actually, I just got to 45 million streams. You know what I'm saying? So
Fucking phenomenal,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
Salute
Like
to you, bro.
it's like I said, it's not a shit ton of money, but bro, like when I say shout out to Gotos, because there's a lot of people out there, a whole lot of people that hate on that man because
Yeah.
of his position, because it's whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, my direct deposit's been hitting every time, and I've made more money with him than anybody else that I've associated with in music
Yeah,
in the 25 years that I've been doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a distribution deal. I am looking for a manager. I am looking for an investor. You know what I'm saying? Like so far to this point, it's all out of my pocket, all out of my own doing. But you know what I'm saying? Like I'm always open to negotiating, sitting down and chopping it up with somebody and seeing what the deal is. But the whole reason why I've never signed with nobody is because I feel like if
yeah,
this ever cashes out, I never want to be those artists that's gonna be like, damn, I got the deal of a lifetime, but I already signed the wrong deal.
yeah.
You know, like fuck, you know. I'd rather be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll throw wood in the fire when I got the bread to burn and pay for the studio sessions and pay for the videos.
But
and this
I
and
mean,
that.
like Flip, you know what I mean, and Slim Thug, the independent people, you know,
Yeah.
Luke, Paul,
Like a lot of people ask me like why 80% of my catalog is in my beats. I'm like,
Yeah.
I grew up on SUC and
Yeah.
Switch Out. They took Missy Elliott's beat and turned it into
Yes.
like June 27th or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up on like, bro, you got to get it how you get it. You know what I'm saying? I love making original music. You know what I'm saying? Like
But that's why I'm telling you, bro. We just need the city, man. We need the city to come out and support you, bro. This man right here has the talents and the goods, bro. To be on that level.
Town Mall. Shout out to Southwest.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to A-Lee. He says it's Sharp South Mall.
Yeah, you know, we got a screen TR screen print says it's all love anytime you pull up, bro. You know that. Sumo says in Sharpstown Mall. Sharpstown Mall, that didn't even exist no more.
No,
man.
but that's what
Deerbrook
I'm saying.
Mall,
Bro.
yeah, man,
that's what I'm saying. Like I might not be somebody like if you know your history, you know Young Bull Rap Sumo.
Yeah,
like, that man don't even got a stunt. You know who that is.
Yeah,
and so for him to say that about me,
yeah,
like
that means a lot.
For me to have the little Kiki feature,
yeah, bro,
and not only have the feature, but have little Kiki say E45, in his verse.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like to me, all these are different things where it's like, bro, I met little Bing on the phone. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I was starstruck for like 3 seconds. I ain't even gonna lie, bitch, up for about 3 seconds. I was like, he said hello. So he said hello. I was like, all I heard in my head was, you know what I'm saying? Every rap verse, because it's like to me, that's like to me, him and Grimm.
Yeah.
Are him, Grimm, and Big Ike were like the 3 hardest Mexican lyricists.
Yeah.
You know, we all know South Park Mexican. Shout out to Low G. Low G goes hard too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like lyricism, you know what I'm saying? Like
no, but you know, I told Grimm and Shadow, you know what I mean? Like, and then you know, all the old dudes from Aggravated, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that was like the Mexican version of Street Military, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where like it was from Houston, but it wasn't from Houston.
And see,
because most Houston rappers like, man, I'm so throw, man, I got down, man, I came up, hold up in the cup, you know. And those were the first ones who was like with the Street Military, you know, it's like Mama used to say, don't play with, you know, and then it's like the Aggravated, Mama put me out, and I was 18, you know what I'm saying? Like it was more than just came up and came down, got something in my cup. Yeah, it was just like the Ghetto Boys, you know what I mean? The Ghetto Boys, you know, Scarface is one of the, I mean, if you can't put Scarface on the Mount Rushmore, which means there's only 4 of the greatest of all time, he's definitely in that top 10 of all time ever to do it. Scarface has got to be in that top 10. I'm not saying, you know, just while we on it, dog. Yeah. My Mount Rushmore is Rakim, because there's no greater ever than Rakim Allah. You know what I mean? From New York. Then you got see, like, I like pop, you know what I'm saying? In
Like earlier when you were saying Scarface, right?
yeah,
In my head, like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
There's certain rappers that I studied so much that I have a favorite bar out of their whole career. I'm like, they said there's one bar in this one
Yeah.
song that they just fucking Scarface one time in a song said, I was 13 and 2, and I had to redeem them. So the 2 losses I had, I made them fight me when I see them.
bro.
You,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You heard what that do you feel what that man said?
Nah.
He said, "No, I took my
Yeah.
losses. I took them,
Yeah.
but I made them run it back
Come
every
back,
time
yeah.
I seen them." You know what I'm saying? Like to me, like that's that. I learned how to write,
Yeah.
studying different, not just different rappers and different writers, but like when I say different artists, the same way that I would study like how you say KRS-One is yours.
Yeah.
It's crazy because mine is so close to yours, so close, but mine is DMX.
And
Right?
see, I like DMX a lot too. I could tell you,
and the reason why, and not just because that's my boy and that's my pick,
Yeah.
right? But this would be my argument of why that's my all-time GOAT. Jay-Z said it best in an interview one time. He was like, "Hey, we were doing this concert. I was headlining. They told me that X was gonna open for me. I went and stood on the side of the stage.
Yeah.
This motherfucker had all the bitches in the crowd. Oh my God. He had all the thugs in the crowd. And he started praying for everybody. Everybody started crying. And I'm like, and I gotta go by.
Yeah.
And so to me, like overall, the versatility of I could pull every emotion, I could pull every feeling out of the listener. That's why to me, DMX is like Tupac, Nas, Biggie, Big L. I literally studied Tego Calderon, Julio Voltio, Temperamento. Like I literally have like a crayon box of like different. This is
and you know, honestly, bro, I'm on that same wavelength because like I write music and I can write anything from country to Spanish pop to bachata, salsa, merengue, rap, old school rap, classic hip hop, trap. Like I can literally write anything because I personally listen to everything. Yeah, I listen to salsa, merengue, bachata. Yeah, I listen to country, old school country. I love dancing. You know what I'm saying? I seen you before. I tell your girl one time. Me and my wife got to pull up on y'all, dog. Have a little fucking dance battle, dog. Like East Side Story looking.
Hey, that'd be dope. That'd be dope just to set it up.
Yeah, bro. You know, my wife's from Dominican Republic. You know, so she likes what's crazy, bachata, man.
Shout out to my baby, my daughter. She just talked me into it. Like I had my passport when I was little. Cause I told you I lived in El Salvador. Yeah. But the passport's good for 10 years. After that. So I literally just reapplied it, and I'm literally waiting for my passport. And you know where I want to go?
Where is that?
Yeah, that's the one.
So that's like on the far east side of the island.
Okay.
My wife is from like basically right in the middle. Because you know the island of Hispaniola is Dominican Republic and Haiti. There are 2 countries on the same island. So Haiti has the west side, the west, so about almost a little bit before middle. And Dominican Republic is like a little bit before middle all the way east.
Oh man, I plan on getting my passport like sleeved out. I got a friend in Belize.
Yeah, see, Belize is, and you know what's weird about Belize? Because Belize is the last country past Mexico, but they're not Mexican. You know what I mean? Like,
they're not Mexican.
They're more Caribbean. Like, you know, I lived in the Caribbean. Shout out to all my people from St. Croix, St. John, St. Lucia, Trinidad, St. Lucia, Antigua, Tortola. You know, like I'm island as island can be, dog. That's crazy. And like Belize is more island than Latino. It's weird, dog, because it touches Mexico. I gotta go. Literally, if you walk past Mexico, you're in Belize.
I gotta go. And you know what? I've never been to Mexico.
Damn,
never.
Boy, if I tell you the things I used to do in Mexico, dog, boy, I'd be dead.
You would believe.
Hey, shout out to my boy Rick Sanchez, one of my best friends, man, and my good friend Omar, his cousin. When we was younger, dog, like 17, 18. Yeah. He was supposed to be staying out at my house. I was supposed to be staying out at his house, and we'd be in Mexico. Partying. Man, speaking of that, let me take a somber moment for a second, dog, before we continue the show. If I can ask for all the prayers and continuing thoughts for the Sanchez and the Christian family. There was a horrible tragedy, an accident the other day right here on I-10 in the Beltway. And one of my best friends in this world, somebody I've known since we was young kids. I've known his sisters and his whole mom and dad, his whole family, my whole, you know what I mean? We was, when I say in the trenches, dog. His sister tragically lost her life in an automobile accident right here on I-10 in the Beltway the other day. And you know, his family is taking it really hard. You know what I mean? Lost at any level, at any time is unexpected. Yeah. And man, I didn't mean to bring the show down, but I just wanted to ask for all the thoughts and prayers for his family, you know. And on the same day, bro, a family's last name was Serta. My last name is Della Serta. Their last name was just Serta. A family of 5, bro, lost their lives in an automobile accident as well, man. Please, for the love of God, put that cell phone down and be focused. You're operating a vehicle at 70, 80 miles an hour. If you hit somebody, bro, there's nothing gonna. Don't drink and drive. With Uber, bro, what you drinking and driving for, bro? You know, especially if you got the kids with you. So look, I didn't mean to bring the show down. I just needed to say that. You know what I mean? Because that's my family right there, bro. When I say that, I remember when her kids were born, when they were little babies. I remember when she got engaged. You know, because they're a little bit older than Rick and I. You know what I mean? Rick's the baby of his sisters. You know, he has 3 sisters, and Rick is a couple of moons past. You know. Yeah. But we grew up together, man, and that's like family to me, man. And it's a heartbreaking tragedy, man. And she's having her wake here Sunday here in Baytown, Texas, and the funeral on Monday. If you would like to attend, I'll post it on my Facebook. But please, man, just keep. But the most important thing I just want to say about that: love your people every day, bro. There's nothing outside of a few circumstances, dog. There's nothing that can't be forgiven, dog. If you're upset with your mom and dad for whatever you feel, if you're upset with your children for whatever you feel, your brothers, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your friends, let that shit go, bro. Because it can change in the blink of an eye, dog. Yeah. And we don't live that way, though, bro. Yeah. We live like we're immortal. We live like tomorrow is promised. We live like tomorrow is a guarantee that we're going to raise up and battle. We can die in the drop of a dime, bro. And then, like, these young bucks, they don't understand because nobody ever taught them the value of life. Yeah. Life is a beautiful thing. I love my life, dog. I love this journey and experience on. I love all the hurt, the pain, the heartaches, the point to the brink where I was ready to jump off that bridge. Yeah. To the redemption and then the recovery and everything that took me to get back to my life. I love every aspect and every bit of this life. And to know that it all can end in with the drop of a dime, it's thoughts that I don't even want to process, bro. But we don't live that way, dog. You know what I'm saying? And as a hustler, and I'm a hustler too, bro. My mind is always on the goal. My mind is like, I don't like sleeping. I don't like resting. You know what I mean? Like, I always tell everybody, when I die, bro, believe me, my dog, I'm gonna sleep every day. Every day when I die, I'm gonna be asleep. Yeah. Like, I gotta make money. I got a family to feed. I got a village to take care of. Yeah. I got people to depend on me. I got a mountain on my shoulders. I got a world on my shoulders. And it wasn't because of Scarface, even though I had the Scarface mirror behind me, did I call my entertainment company The World Is Yours. It really has. It really, of course, I just used it because I would be lying to say if it didn't have any influence on me. It did. But like when I was a kid, my dad used to tell me, son, I can't give you the world, but I can show you how to get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the world is mine, and what you do with it is up to you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because God's given you that opportunity. Being born in America, you was born in El Salvador, but being in America, you have that opportunity to go get this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As long as you're out the box and you're above the ground, what's stopping you?
Yeah, no, my condolences, you know, sent to your friend, to your friends. Family.
Appreciate that, bro.
Like you said, any loss, and I tell people all the time, when you're on the road, you're sitting inside of a 2,000-pound metal box that, like, at 50, 60, at 30 miles per hour, the right way,
bro.
You know, so it could do all type of permanent damage, take your life. And something I've learned, man. So somebody had told me one time, they were like, if you have $100 or $1,000, right?
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about money is that you have options. The options it gives you. You know what I'm saying? What do you want to eat? What do you want to wear? What type of car do you want to drive? Where do you want to live? How do you want to live? So the way people spend money, somebody once broke it down to me where, like, just imagine that your time is more valuable than money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you give your time to negative ass people, if you give your time to somebody who's always nagging about life, someone that just hasn't figured it out yet, and life owes them, and you know, life is all fucked up, you know, naturally you're gonna start feeling like, and my shit's fucked up too. Yeah, you know what? I don't have what I wanted, and this
energy is like symbiotic. You know what I mean? It's a charge that can be passed on to you.
So
positive or negative.
So
like you said.
So what I try to practice, and what I try to practice the hardest, is like I invest my time into what I feel makes me feel good.
Yeah, bro.
If it makes me feel good, I'm like, oh, I want to do it.
Yeah.
If that being around that person, if that conversation makes me feel good, I'm all for it. Let's run it. But anything that makes me feel like, damn, bro, like,
what are we even doing this?
Yeah,
for?
you know what I'm saying? Like so some people literally to this very day, they'll go to work Monday through Friday, and Friday afternoon, they find somewhere to go grab a beer or a bottle and sit with the people that they haven't went to school with in 15, 20 years and tell stories about what happened
the good
15, 20 years
that makes
ago.
them happy, though.
You know what I'm saying? And in my head, it's like shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that I've been fucking with since childhood. But you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to be around, like, you're trying to grow, you're trying to go places, you know what I'm saying? Like you are what's around you becomes like you, or you become what you're around. And so I'm trying to be around, like, I got around people that started teaching me about real estate.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, bro, you know, if you could figure out how to get four rental checks a month,
yeah,
you could officially retire.
Yeah, bro.
You got a check every week of the
passive
month.
income.
You know what I'm saying? So like all these different type of plays and these type of people that I get around, they understand that the reason that I love music, I love it. But maybe the reason why I don't have 100 million views, the reason why I haven't blown up, is because I look at it like a hobby. And the reason I look at it like a hobby is because I put so much money in and no money ever came back.
Yeah.
You know, so now that I am making my little $500, I'm like, in our reality, I'm just reimbursing myself without
from what the work.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm always love music, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna let my emotions overcloud my thinking. And my thinking is that, like, I want to leave my grandkids something that they could eat off of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's from real estate, if that's from selling dogs, or if that's from music, you know what I'm saying? Until it becomes a priority, until it's like, damn, bro, I'm making 10 bands off this music shit.
And it's part of it though, is because we wasn't our people were not brought up that way.
Yeah.
Because we never had them kind of jobs that can provide generational wealth.
Yeah.
And could provide sustainable wealth. Yeah. Could provide a lane, an opportunity, a door in, a hand up.
Yeah.
Because we were the immigrants, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though this is our own country, but that's like that wave you're on, like you're saying. I've worked my ass off, bro, for 24 years to blaze a trail for everybody in my family, for anybody that wants to listen to me, anybody, all the kids that coach in baseball, to have an opportunity to feed their family, dog. Yeah. And like you were saying, the people that say money's not everything is because you never had any money. And I don't mean to say that egotistically.
Yeah, nah.
I'm just saying, bro, I have what I have because that's what I want. I've worked my ass off. Nobody has given me anything. I've worked 80, 90 hours a week while raising a family, by playing sports, being hurt mentally, physically, emotionally, somebody dying, somebody this, somebody that, and I still go to work and put in my work, because that's what feeds my family. That's what allows me to be me. That's what feeds the village that I take care of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that allows me to have the strength to carry the world on my shoulders. And it's a lot, but that's what makes me happy, dog. And another thing, like you were saying, yeah, we got the same homies that we kick it with, right? And it's the same stories that we always preach about, and you know what I mean? And we laugh. But then also, we got to improve. And this is something somebody taught me a long time ago. You have to upgrade your circles. But even though I upgraded myself, because I'm constantly learning, I want to be better than what I was today, tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And I put myself in different circles. And when I get in another circle, sometimes it's uncomfortable because I feel like, man, I'm just a vato loco from the street, bro. Yeah. I don't belong in this bitch. Yeah. But I'm also smart enough to know if I was invited into this circle, it's because they saw something in me. Yeah. Don't change me. Yeah. You're here for learn, adapt, and become. Yeah. And next thing you know, it's like, damn, dog, I remember I just brought you in this bitch. Yeah. How you running everything now? Yeah. That's what I do, Bill. Yeah. I'm a goldfish. Whatever tank I get in, I'm becoming that tank. Yeah, you're gonna figure it out. It's an experiment they did with ticks. But you know, you have dog ticks. If you put a tick in a small, he's only gonna jump that high. Put him in this bitch, he'll jump that high. Whatever ceiling you put on him is the limit he's gonna go to. And that's what I've always told myself when I made a promise to our Lord and Savior. I was like, just if you save me tonight, I promise to you, everything is with you, for you, through you, because of you. Man. And I pushed that shit. And I don't mean to say it. I don't mean to cuss when I'm saying his name. Yeah, nah. But through
I
him,
understand,
with him,
believe
for
me, I
him, because
understand.
of him, is what I do, dog. And I feel there ain't no limit that ever can be pushed on me, dog. Because I'm not as scared. I'm gonna say it like a wetback. I'm not as scared to work.
I'm not scared to work. Shout out my boy Tony Moreno.
I'm about to get to him, dog. We got my good friend, my tocayo, Isaac de los Santos, man, one of the top conjunto musicians from down in South Texas, man. Y'all go check out his studio if you need a studio, man. He's out there. Isaac de los Santos. We got Lupe Silva, man. You got an old school vehicle. I know you hustle. You ever got an old school vehicle needs to get fixed? Go see my boy Lupe, man. Outlaw Automotive, man. They take care of all the old schools, low riders, anything like that. My boy Lupe will get you taken care of. We got my good friend Caesar Cantu, man. Appreciate you tuning in. And he's a promoter from here in the Houston area from way back in the day with the hot man. See, let's see, I always do this. I always walk back and like, Isaac, why you stop with the hands down? Put your hands down. Because then when I look at myself, it's like if I'm doing sign language or throwing gang signs.
Oh, that is
So it's just something I learned by doing the little podcast. Because then it's like, damn, dog, stop doing this, dog. But it's a habit though. Because I like talking with my hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we got my good friend Caesar, man. He's a promoter from here in the Houston area. Like you said, we got Tony tuning in, man. Appreciate you, Tony. We got my boy Dan, man. Dan, the hit maker, man, from here in Baytown, Texas.
Hey,
Dan's a dope dude too, man. You know Dan or no?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say y'all need to link up. We got the my boy, man, the CEO. What's his name? Dion, my boy Dion.
Hey, what's the deal?
I'm about to say my boy Dion, man. You know, Dion came and did a podcast with me, man, and we chopped it up, bro. We had a great time. We Dion's a good dude, bro. Real dude, man. Real person, bro.
I'll be honest with you. I met a lot of people through music, so like I associate with them about like music. But like I really like you know what I'm saying, he really took me in and like really gave me a lot of game, like personally, man. So you shout out to Dion. Shout out to A-Real, man. A-Real been doing it. He just signed a Gotos.
Did he?
Yeah, he just signed the distribution. Yeah, he's been in the studio knocking out features too.
That's dope, man.
So shout out to A-Real. You know, so I got some songs with him too.
Hey,
I got all these different songs with different people. I'm like, God, I'm like, they're there.
A-Real's good too, man. And Dion, you know, the CEO, man, A1, right? That's the A1 Empire.
A1 Music Empire.
A1 Music Empire, man. Shout out to my boy, man. You know, he's a good dude, man. And my dad always raised me, bro. Unless you touch kids or women, I can't fuck with you, bro. Right? You know, that's the limit, dog. Like that's the hard limit in the sand. Like anything else, bro. I got people that are been in Congress and senators in the United States of America. I got friends that are doctors, lawyers. I got friends that are engineers. I got friends of this. I got friends that walk the street. I got friends that do work. I got friends that do back. You know, you treat me with respect, I'm gonna treat you with respect.
I feel bad saying this, but like I just got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you about 75% of what you said.
Yeah.
Because kids, that's off limits. Females, I'm like, look, 25% of me is like, look, you can't just that's not wrong. But if a female is stabbing you, if a female is trying to run you over with her vehicle, which truly does happen if you watch Grizzly Hood News, if you watch World Star, yes, it does happen. You better punch that bitch right. I do not condone
but if it needs,
but I'm just saying if it has to happen, you can't, like what I'm saying is you can't give me a logical reason why you search the kid. That's off limits.
Yeah,
like,
there's never
but
you can find a reason.
If y'all was at O's and y'all was bumping in the bathroom and somebody ate a bar, and she hey, you know what I'm saying? You got to protect yourself out here. But I don't condone domestic violence. I'm just saying.
Okay, look, like I agree with that.
You could.
I
there's a story. There could be a story.
I forgot my boy E's from Second Ward, dog. Shout out to everybody in Second Ward, Magnolia, Denver Harbor, man. Shout out to my boy LJ. My boy LJ putting in the work with the kids. Again, it's not about what you've done, dog. It's about what you're doing now, bro. You know, my boy LJ is a good example of that, man. He's putting in a lot of work with the kids in baseball, basketball, football. And trying to be a role model.
And you know something that Peso, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Something that I saw him do that stood out to me. Like he goes and does the prison tours, the prison where they go pray for the inmates and they go to like uplift them. And to me, that's something that speaks about somebody's character. Like you didn't have to do that.
Sir.
You know, anybody, and like free my homeboy Lil Chris, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Jonathan, love you nigga. But if you ever went to go visit somebody in prison, you know it's X amount of hours sitting in the car. It's X amount of hours sitting in the visit.
Yeah.
It's X amount of hours getting back from the visit.
You really gotta love somebody.
You gotta give up the whole day
to go see somebody.
And by the time you get back, if you're like, hey, look, but I still got a few hours, you're so fucking sore from sitting.
It's an adventure. Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So anybody that's locked up, you know what I'm saying? My friends, my family, your friends, your family, as long as they ain't in there, you know what I'm saying, for the wrong reasons, free them. But my point is that yeah, bro, like a lot of people forget about the people that are locked up, and then you know what I'm saying, that then when they come out, it's like, oh nigga, oh,
yeah, bro.
And, but second war, man, that's a real. I don't fake the funk. Like anybody knows me knows. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, no, I was born and raised there, and like, nah, they took me in literally like 20 years ago. Like my kids, like everybody I've ever known, you know what I'm saying? Like that's where they took me and put me down with what Houston was, Houston culture. And,
yeah, bro.
Magnolia, huge shout out to Manchester, you know what I'm saying? Pasadena, South.
Shout out to my boys George, man, the Music Corrupt, the fucking boys from Manchester, bro, man.
Hey, for real, they had the whole SWAT team and like HPD shut down their video.
Yeah, I saw that, man. I saw George do that, man.
Yeah, man. So like all these different neighborhoods and all these different, and I fuck with Northside too, you know. My bad, I don't even know.
It's all good.
But huge shout out to all of Northwest, all of 290, you know, Northeast, all these different sides and places. It's people in there that are like, they fuck with me, and maybe not because of music. There's people that fuck with me because of a dog. Yeah. There's people that just fuck with me off the strength of like, you know, history. You know what I'm saying? So I love my city. I love every side of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a dangerous, fucked up place. I love it, but I'll be the first person to tell you, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Watch where you at. Watch, you know what I'm saying? Kind of watch the way you talk to people. Because really, bro. 9 times out of 10, when they rewind the story, even like literally 2 strangers and one ends up dead. But when they rewind the story, somebody looked at somebody fucked up, or somebody said something out of line to somebody else, and you know, common sense is free. You know what I'm saying? Like, mind your manners. You ain't got to be a punk or a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go around, you know, poking out your chest and try to handle people like they just gonna get handled the way you handle them. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about other places. You know, I can't speak about other places, but in Houston, Texas, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just watch how you handle them.
I want to give a shout out real quick to my boy DJ X, man. Speaking of the World Baseball Classic, he came and helped me out and DJ the event with me, and man, did a phenomenal job. Hey, if you ever need a DJ, not only in the old school, that man can do the classic hip hop, the nowadays, the Hano Conjunto, salsa, merengue. That boy can do anything you need.
That's the type of
boys
DJ
party
right there.
Man, make sure y'all give my boy DJ X. He's one of the coldest in the business. You know, we do a show. We've only did one, and I gotta get it going again. It's called the Temple of Boom, but it's classic hip hop, boom bap hip hop, like New York style hip hop here in Houston. And we gotta get that going back around. And my boy DJ X and DJ Side from King Baby. My boy King Baby's coming on with me next week, and DJ Side, you know, is one of the dopest boom bap DJ, like DJ with albums, you know, vinyl scratching, mixing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is around, bro.
While we're talking about rapping, man, you think you pull up one of the songs?
Yeah, bro. Yes, for sure, bro. So look, let me look, man. I feel like an old man. Look, I gotta swap. Nah, it's just because there was some pollen in the air. I got let me see what we got here. We're gonna pull up a song real quick. Let me see if I could do this. Share screen.
On the way up here, I was jamming this one E45 gangster party.
So look, here we go. I figured it out. So look, hey, it's a one-man show. Let me get the spectacles back on. So look, man, y'all check this one out. E, walk it in, man. Who's on this one right here, man? We about to pull up.
This one never watching. This is a 250,000 views in a month. Shout out to Gold Toes, Peso, Eat to the Death Dealer, and Grim. One of my favorite lyricists that I named earlier.
Bro, dope, man.
Yeah, this is a Walk on Toes. It's a remake. I think it's like the second or third remake of the song.
Damn, the boys did 4 or 5 remakes, dog.
Hey, shit, it's been out 25, 30 years. So
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. So y'all check this one out, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this one.
When we walk on toes. And when we ride on foes. When we shine on gold. In the game, we leave it untold. When we walk on toes. And when we ride on foes. When we shine on gold. In the game, we leave it untold. I heard it all before, it's like the CD steady skipping. Chickens been flipping, dripping, paint syrup sipping, hitting, biffing. Joe today, a lovely shipment from the bay. I come to save it, one to hate it, one to play the bitch. Made bitch, play, switch, plays, calling audibles. I'm reading the D. My niggas bleeding the streets. Your bitches leaving with me. I put the weed in the sweet and put the sweet to the fire. Frequent flyer to the yay and back to Houston to retire. Lay it down for the night. Jet lag from the flight. Back up at 6 in the morning to put a cap on the price. I'm shaking that in them dice and watch them float with my cash on it. Mash not so fast on me, don't try to dash on me. Blast only if it when needed, though it's heated, cheated, get mistreated. Didn't see it, please believe it. It's the scene I don't like to see the demons inside of me, ever so quietly, ready for rioting. When we walk on toes, and when we ride on foes. When we shine on gold. In the game, we leave it untold. When we walk on toes. And when we ride on foes. When we shine on gold. In the game, we leave it untold.
I might just break me on the floor, the bitch. Got it out the mud like a Uri. When I hop up in that cat on my baby, I'ma floor that's niggas hating, but they broke. It's okay, I ain't know that I'm shit. On the top floor, top notch hoes, finna pour seats. My nigga icicle. I used to pull a 7 racks on my bicycle. When I was a little kid, but now I done took flight, nigga. I'm with my brother, that's eye for an eye, and then the other car's 5 kilos. I'm having water on my wrist, nigga, tidal wave. I wake up, go and get that money, nigga, right away. Was on the corner serving J's, nigga, not a day. Talking about no money, don't give a fuck about what he gotta say. I'm in a red slab, trunk pot, windows to the west, and I get 100 pickers, I can get it. I see they broker than a bitch, I'm working hard, many niggas slave. I'm all about my business, suit and tie, like the men in black.
When we walk on toes. And when we ride on foes. When we shine on gold. In the game, we leave it untold. When we walk on toes. And when we ride on foes. When we shine on gold. In the game, we leave it untold.
Coke flipping, rope spinning, bend, broke, poke, pippin', coke, piece of work, what they call me when they see me. Pippin' ain't easy, but I make it look simple. But with my people, I put a pistol to your temple. Respectful, it's something that you ought to be. I may be small, but I can still sever your arteries. So don't start with me, I'm trying to cruise the park and see which pretty bitch wanna jump inside the car with me. Big baller, Cadillac crawler, with the Vogues and the chrome polish. You get demolished, pulled up, no polish. Now I'm being followed by the federales in a sick whip, and that bitch topless. And ain't nobody gon' stop this. You're not this, you ain't got the heart to be a killer. I'm 6 ether in a second, I'm a death
When we walk on toes. And when we ride on foes. When we shine on gold. In the game, we leave it untold. When we walk on toes. And when we ride on foes. When we shine on gold. In the game, we leave it untold.
If I get charged, I plead the fifth. Pay the lawyer, find out who snitched. Stressed out, I done smoked the zip. Lifestyle of the hood and rich. Real player with shoulder pin. Bitch niggas get told to sit. H-time, I leave them pissed. I done Cali boys reppin' this. With gold toes when I hit the road. Burn the phone, I done flip the load. GT on the Byzantine and tell them hoes that I want it froze. White walls, candy paint, pop trunk on spokes and Vogue. Y'all started that. I suppose whatever pays if you feed your nose. I'm a hustler, baby, it's what I do. Drink, sip, and chop the screw. D-Bo till he's on the move. I'll make you famous, put you on the news. If it's a bow, we call it a shoe. It means a pound before I move. Put in work, I done paid my dues. Shot caught and impressing rules. Take Mafia Law GT to dawn. Street code, don't be alarmed. Me and frauds, we don't get along. I'll fuck you off if you do me wrong. I connect the states, they stop and hate. I'm going in right out the gate. Stripping steaks, money on my plate. I'm like parole, they just need a date.
When we walk on toes. And when we ride on foes. When we shine on gold. In the game, we...
Man, that was My boy E45 featured on Go Toes with Peso Peso, Def the Dealer, Grim. I hope y'all like that one, man. We got my boy Dion from A1 Entertainment tuning in, and DJ X says DJing is not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Facts on that, bro. You and DJ Side are true examples of that. My boy Sumo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them boys they love DJing, dog. They love the music, man. That's a badass thing, bro. And
I think I'm just assuming, but I think earlier when I said I look at rap like it's a hobby.
Yeah.
The reason I don't know if he was going off of that, but the reason why I look at it like a hobby is because I'm a business person. So I'm like, until it makes a profit, you're just spending money doing it.
Yeah, no,
So,
I don't think he didn't mean it like that.
Nah, but shout out to all the DJs, man. Like earlier I told you the amount of music that a DJ has in their head. Like I could play this, I could play that.
Yeah,
like that's dope. So shout out to all the DJs.
And then we got my boy Little Young, man. Hey, my boy, you know Little Young?
Yeah, Little Young.
Young? Yeah, man, my boy.
He be spinning records, man. He be putting people.
He's got a deal right now too. Little Young's DJ at one of the local establishments.
Yeah,
where the ballerinas are working to go to college. If you want your track played at the dancing school, he'll play it for you. Y'all go check out. Look up on Facebook, Little Young, Aaron Miranda. If you want your song played at the club, the dancing school, where the ballerinas are dancing, you want your latest track to be played.
Some change.
Hey, he's got a deal working right now.
Yeah,
and he'll shout you out and get it out there for you. Hey, that's where a lot of the songs started, bro.
For real.
The ballerinas are dancing to it. They're working hard to pay for college, and they're single moms for their King Aiden, whatever that floats the boat. Hey, you want to get your song played there? Hit up my boy Little Young, man. Aaron Miranda. I'm gonna tag him right now. Let me tag him real quick, so that way he'll know.
So this next video, Baby Gorilla, shout out to Drew, Drew World. Man, like every, especially in Houston, every few years it's a different class, it's a different, generation. And these youngsters right now, Drew World, South Fork, like that whole camp right there.
Yeah,
man, they're young, but damn, bro, like they, if I had that type of pull at their age with music, bro, I don't know where I would have been. But they let me on the song. I walked into the session, they were recording the song. I was like, hey, I got some shit for it. Like they heard it, they're like, fuck it, jump on it. That one right there.
Yeah, bro.
You haven't heard this one?
Nah, but it's gonna be me listening to it the first time. So let we've been kind of a little bit all over, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So before we jump into that one, we just listened to that one with you and Peso Peso and Gold Toes and Def the Dealer and Grim, right?
Yeah.
Grim is legendary, and here in the Houston area, man. And shout out to all the original aggravated people, man. Even my boy Villain and Prankster, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Still out there doing their thing, man. So we kind of jump, but let's take it back, dog. Let's take it back to Young E, man.
Yeah.
What? Of course, like I said, some of these questions I already know the answers to, but where are you originally from, bro?
Originally, I was born in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah, I was born in New Jersey.
Damn, it's a long way away, bro.
That's what I told you earlier. Like, I don't fake the funk for nobody. No. There's so many people that are like, born and raised, and they're like, nah, shit. I ain't got no problem, or I ain't got no issue telling people what it is. I love Texas. I was raised in Texas. I love Mexicans. Like I grew up claiming to be Mexican. I'm Salvadorian. You know what I'm saying? Like both of my parents immigrated. You know what I'm saying? They jumped the river. You know what I'm saying? And they kept going north. They went as far as New Jersey, and that's where I was born.
That's a long adventure, though, the world.
From New Jersey, I moved to live in El Salvador. From El Salvador back to Long Island, Connecticut, that whole area right there. And then we ended up in Texas. And when I came down to Texas, it was Galveston. That's why earlier when you told me somebody said they went to school with me, I was like, in all honesty, if it's not Galveston, then they're thinking about somebody different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So huge shout out to 409 BOI, all my partners down there in the island. And then when I became 18, 19 and adult, that's when I came up to Second Ward. Yeah, that's where I met the whole Houston culture. It was like Galveston Island is an island. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like island living.
Shout out to my boys from Lifestyle, my boy Tommy G, man.
Tommy G, man. Powder. Boy, you know what I'm saying? Shock Steely.
My boy Tommy G was rapping about Galveston like he was a South Padre Island.
Hey.
Like that boy, I lived in St. Croix. You know what I mean? I've been to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
That's the, you know what I mean?
That's the island.
That's the island. No disrespect to my people from Galveston.
Oh,
even though we used to go, you know, from the port, we used to go to Galveston, beat up
Yeah.
on a stingray. That's a stingray,
Yeah.
the mascot, right?
A tornado, I think.
Galveston ball, what is it?
Yeah, tornado.
We used to go.
I stopped. I got a port order dropout, so I don't really like sports. And
You know what's
schools, I'm
crazy
like,
though?
I don't
Because I'm from the port, and we would drive all the way to Galveston ball to go play Galveston. In baseball, football, basketball.
Yeah.
I'm like, why we go all the way over there and pass all these schools? But anyway, we used to go play Galveston ball, man. I think y'all had Casey Hampton at the time. I'm a little older than you, so you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just got put in OG status. I passed up on.
Somebody literally bet me one time $100. They were like, I got $100 that you can't name 2 people that are playing basketball in the NBA right
From Galveston.
now. No. At all.
At all. Oh,
At all. And they were like, the only thing is it has to be somebody, you can't say Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
They're like, and I shit you not. I sat there and I was like, I can't think. I don't watch sports.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm in a pool hall. You know, I'm over there playing like dominoes and blackjack and shit like that. So I just my lifestyle was always like, even at 13, like I was at cantinas and shit, like playing on the bar box.
Yeah,
so.
Texas City's the Stingrays.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the thing. All right.
So let me get back to a few shots. We got my boy Dion Garcia, A1 Entertainment, man. E45 is underrated, one of the best out of Texas. Hey, I salute.
Javier Aranda. Hey, just real quick, shout out Javier Aranda. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Number of respect. I didn't know, you know how you had said it, but yeah, I always look at stuff like a hobby until it makes money.
Yeah.
Once it makes money, because the difference between personal and business is personal is like you go out to eat, you ate that, you're never gonna see that. Business is, hey, look, I bought 100 of these ashtrays for $1, and I'm trying to sell them for 3, 4. Now you're making a profit. That makes it a business. So I always looked at music like until it becomes a business, it's just a hobby. You know what I'm saying? And thank God I ain't gonna front, bro.
But like you said though, bro, I know you're a hustler because there's a difference between distributors and producers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like if I'm a distributor, I don't give a fuck what you selling for.
Yeah.
I got 1 million of these, and I'm gonna sell them to you for $1. You buy all the million, put that shit in your truck,
Wholesale,
you're gone.
retail, I'm with whatever you
Because
want.
I got 1,000 of you.
Yeah.
Now, as the hustler, I'm gonna take 100 of those for $1 and then go on the streets and make $10 for one unit.
Hey, you know,
There's all kind of racketeers in this world, bro. You know what I'm saying?
one of my favorite expressions. There's a million ways to get paid. You know what I'm saying? There's literally a million ways to get paid. So for anybody to sit there and be like, "Oh man, I can't figure it out," I don't buy that shit.
You ain't
know what I'm
hustling.
saying?
You ain't trying.
Another favorite. I like these quotes. You either produce excuses or results, but you can't produce both.
Yeah.
You're either gonna come up with what you came up with, or you're gonna come up with a fucking story why you did it. You know what I'm saying? So,
in a quote I say all the time that I came up with, you know, your boy's a philosopher, dog.
Yeah.
Limits are obstacles that your mind creates. So you're only, what I'm trying to say is you are only buying by your own mind.
Yeah.
Because your mind sets that limit for you and says, no, you can't go on stage and snoop.
Yeah.
You can't be the best in Texas. You can't be the best Mexican. You're not even Mexican. You can't be the best this. That's your mind putting those limits onto yourself. Once you free yourself from your own mind and tell yourself, I'm pushing me like I know I'm a handful to deal with, bro.
Yeah.
I know. Every friend, every person that loves me, hates me, they can all tell you one common denominator with Isaac. Hey, dog, be ready for that motherfucker. Because he's a lot to deal with. And I know that, dog.
Yeah.
But it's because of the self-belief that I have in myself, the belief I have in God that allows me to believe in myself. The belief I have in my ancestors, my dad, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my kids, the name, you know what I mean, my family, everything that rides with me, like they can't change.
Yeah.
There's things in this world that can change. Me being a father to Alexis, Giovanni, Yanni, Chico, and Ali can never change. That can never change.
Yeah.
That's for life. They can hate me, they can love me. Those names can never change. Me being married to Kathy, me being married to my wife yourself, those names can never change.
Yeah.
Like my dad being, you know what I mean? Like that means everything to me.
I think that's why, like, a lot of people that meet me, they're like, "What the fuck? Where's the chains and the slab and where's the rapper?" You know,
that was the chain, the slab, and all the above.
Like everybody's like, why? You know, like, how come you don't you don't do the whole rapper thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, I love making music, but I'm a simple fucking person. You know, so me and my family run a farm. You know, so I sell chicken eggs.
Yeah, no, shout out to your mom and dad. I see y'all, you know, on Facebook and hustling, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, quote unquote, hustling the right way. You know what I'm saying?
And something that I really respect about you is that you really care about like putting in work for the youth and putting in work. And it sounds like a cliche because you grow up hearing it and you're like, man, trying to hear preaching shit. And then you get to a point in your life where you're like, hey, instead of talking shit about all these youngsters out here killing themselves and doing all this stupid shit, why don't y'all try to help them? Yes. You know what I'm saying? And so to come across somebody that not only talks that talk, but actually like, hey, look, I cut time out of my weekend. I cut time and I put gas in my car and I feed everybody in this outing and we go to these baseball fields and you know, but there's a reason, there's a greater good, there's something there that no, at the end I don't end up with, you know, direct deposit and my Cash App and I hear the coins drop. You know what? When I close my eyes and go to sleep, God knows that I tried what I could do, that I attempted what I could do in my control to try to not just talk shit, but try to actually help somebody.
You know what the craziness of it all is, though, dog? I'm a person that honestly feels this way. Out of every negative and wrong I've done in this world, I just try to do enough positive so that one day I just got a chance when that motherfucker gets me at that gate and that scale, like that, like, oh, fuck, like kick a little something on there for me. I just need enough to get in, dog. Yeah. You know, I'm just trying to get in, dog.
You know, how you said earlier about being a philosopher.
Yeah, bro.
Quotes. I actually got into rap through poetry. I used to write poetry, so I always used to write like these one-liners that be like, "Hey, this is gonna mean something someday. Yeah. It's gonna matter to me." And I remember when I wrote this as a little kid, and it just always stuck with me. Where I was like, you know, you could create your own reality. You know, like you can imagine anything, but create it, like actually build it. You can build whatever you have in your head.
And when did you make that quote?
Man, I was probably like 14.
So that was like in 2014.
Yeah, I'm
damn near young fuck. That boy said 2014.
Yeah.
I was a grown man, kids, married, grandkids. No, I'm joking. But look, let me explain this to you too. That I believe in it. I like what you said there. But in this day and age now, you are who you portrayed yourself to be,
man. And you know what's crazy?
You can get on this any social media player full. You can.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was about to say, you know how many people live for that social media shit?
I am never.
You know why I had to take a break from social media? Because I literally sat there and thought about it. And I was like, how many hours do I sit here doing this shit?
Yeah, bro.
How many? I'm like, oh shit, like, oh fuck, that's after hours. Oh damn, like, and I'm like, what the fuck does that do for me? What has that done for me? And when I punched in the calculator, I'm like, I put in all this time to keep.
What did you get out?
I was like, nah, I put that down, and I'll tell you what, in the last 40 some days, bro, like I've got a lot of my paperwork together. You know what I'm saying? I've got my shit more in order.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Like even my mind, I feel less stressed out. Like having oh shit, like what's on Instagram, what's on TikTok, what's on. And now that I'm back on, I'm like, okay, I posted a few times. It's not as interesting to me. Like the
but you know, social media is literally the same endorphins as heroin. It's a drug, dog. It's a drug, you know, because people are searching for that gratification, that happiness in social media, like they would with drug. And the difference between like, I'm not talking shit, just factuals.
Yeah.
I don't need nobody to approve what I do, dog.
I feel like I feel like a lot of people, they seek validation.
Yeah,
like they want that cosign. That they want somebody to be like,
because they're not
no, you are.
They're
And that's, and to me that's sad because you're living for someone else's opinion of you instead of working like, how do you feel about you? You know, like someone told me you need to learn how to enjoy your own company.
Yeah.
You know, like you know how to chill by yourself and be fine.
Yeah.
And that was one of my biggest problems. I never knew how to be by myself. I was always like, nah, there's got to be somebody there. There's got to be somebody like on the line. And it wasn't until you hit rock bottom that you're like, you know what? I got myself up, bitch. Like I got myself up and going. And shit, I learned to love myself, and now I'm my biggest fan.
And that's some advice I tell people a lot, bro. And I tell my kids all the time, because you are my kids, you have to understand what comes along with that. And I apologize to you because you will never understand it until you get older.
Yeah.
Because you're my kids, you have to swim. However far you go out in that water, you better make sure you can get back by yourself.
Yeah.
ain't nobody coming for you. Nobody.
Yeah.
If the only person that's coming for you is your dad, is me.
Mm.
And I'm only here for so long till the Lord calls me back. You know what I mean?
Man,
That's a hard. But I want to, like, my dad was the same with me though, bro.
yeah.
My dad made it perfectly clear when I was a young boy.
Yeah.
Bitch, my dad's a guy. My dad's abusive too, dog. Like, bitch, yeah, dog. Who I am, you ain't nothing.
Hey, look, man.
I'm gonna teach you, but you're responsible for who you want to be.
Yeah.
Like my son, my son Chico, he was telling me that because in my baseball team, I need a leader to step up. And he's like, Dad, I'm trying. I talk and nobody listens. I said, son, why do I get up and talk on a microphone in front of thousands of motherfucking people? And I can tell them, hey, everybody on this side step that way, everybody on this side, and they do it. You have to, it's years of learning me, years of learning who I am, having that confidence in how I speak, having confidence in a faith in who I am, and knowing what I say, I mean it 1,000, not 100%, 1,000%.
Yeah. I
stand on everything I say, dog. Right, wrong, and different. If I told you go this way, and you tell me, Isaac, man, you told me, bro, and it was wrong, I will be the first motherfucker right there to tell you, hey, dog, I'm gonna say it in like Spanish, like I speak Spanish. Oh, papi, come on.
Yeah.
Mexicans get mad.
Nah.
Like when they say, like, in Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, in Spanish, they always say like papi, come on. Like in Mexicans, they're like, hey, you calling me papi? I'm not, but I don't say it to you, dog. But
I grew up in New Jersey, so
you hear that shit. Yeah, like, hey, papi, so papi,
my Spanish is so like all over the place.
But if I tell you wrong, I will stand on that, dog.
Yeah.
I'll be the first person to tell you I did it wrong. I told you wrong.
Yeah.
If you're mad, take it with me. If you're mad, I'm big, dog. I can handle, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna teach you what I did wrong, what you did wrong for believing in that wrong, and how we both gonna get better to the future. Who else is gonna put in that time for that though, dog? I wouldn't, like, work doesn't scare me though. That's a big difference between me and a lot of people. I'm not the biggest, I'm the fastest, I'm the strongest by no means in this planet.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to be me.
Yeah.
Because of the belief I have in God, because of the belief I have in me, and the belief I have in my family. But I'm not afraid to work. Work is what I do, bro.
And that's the essential
part.
Work
is what God given me.
And that's the essential part of succeeding. You want to succeed, you gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never heard of nobody that just sat at home and they like came up and they just like
it happens because motherfucker hit the lottery every now and then. You know what I mean? Something they actually trip at McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It happens.
So shout out to this song came out after the last one that just came out. Like I said, Real World, man, like that whole crew right there. Let play it out. Let me know what you think about them.
So look, we got the next one. Walk it in, bro. Who's all on this one?
We got Real World, South Park, Noe, All World, 1K Cruz.
So we got the Brown Gorillas, man. Y'all check this one out. Let me know what y'all think.
Finesse, you stupid for this one.
Ball like a joint, like I play for the Bulls. Hang around lions, gorillas, and wolves. I put this shit on, you wish that you could. Just like a motor, I throw my hood. In love with the Drake, I grip on the wood. Two bad bitches, I grip on their hair and I pull out their thongs. If you wanna get money, just come right along. This pain that I spit, I bleed on the song. Get high as a cloud, just like Cheech and Chong. I feel like I'm Melly with murder my mind. We ain't for his dome, but we took out his spine. Money got longer, it cannot decline. Leave me some forwards before I get signed. You are not a rapper, you need to resign. Hang with some Chris and I fuck with some slime. Free my little bro, but they gave him a dime. Don't disrespect, cause we will get to find. Imagine and Maybach, it's all on my mind.
Hope if I show bass times what I throw. Now everybody love me, I can feel it when I roll up. You got the eye fired up, get blown with me. Frost get checked, I don't care if it's my own shit. Remember freestyling, body rocking at the car show. Getting dragged out, blowing trees, sipping bar slow. Chasing white tees at 13 with a heart flow. Click with homeboys, it wasn't what I thought though. Plug at me up, be the reason I got locked up. Said where you from, homeboy, throw the block up. Pack laying down, scale let it clock up. Pills and drinking powder, you ever seen it rock up? Things get excited on the way with my paper. Glock fish scale, gotta break it with a razor. 99 99, 2000 with licks on my page. I'm still catching paper, baby. All let me lay.
Tone all the choppers, they know we them niggas. I'm higher than yours, high the pockets, 2 jiggers. I get to the money out my body squiller. These niggas get shot, get turned to a thriller. Don't want to battle, let's check out Gorilla. Little bad bitch, she look like a gorilla. Yeah, bitch, I ain't the one, do not play with me. Clutching the Drake, but the Glock right next to me. I'm on the blood like sesame. I'm the last ingredient to the recipe. I keep a Glock and the bad bitch right next to me. They pray I won't blow, but they know that it's meant to be. We get the strings, we all in your city. Give me a stick, but it's not like a lemon saying
we off in the spin. Call out the kid and get blown in the wind. Facing the ceiling, here you and your kin. Fuck how you feeling, I do it again. Ain't really tripping, get you and your friends. Still flipping, come get you a 10. Gang, yeah, right. Up with the chop, trying to take out the soul. I'm up on the block, trying to check out the bow. Shooting my shot, trying to up on the skull. Pull out the chop, nigga, open your door. Catch out the plug, I'ma need me some more. No 42 dog, I been on the low. Gang.
Yeah, I sleep, I get money, I shit, I get money. Why you so serious? Niggas is funny. Touching the flow, oh no, I'm not sunny. West Coast offense, running and gunning. Got through the winter, I shot through the summer. On and off road, I'm just like a Hummer. Your man is a bum, shit is a bummer. Had to sit back and hate on the come up. But down up at dawn, I'm up on the sun up. She wanna have fun, getting the funds up. He act like he do it, the nigga got done up. He ain't gon' run up, Millie on mine, ain't talking to white boy. Catch me a flight, boy. We sending a flight, boy. We high as a kite, boy. We plotting on business, hopping on business. World record like Guinness. From Cali to Texas, we live in the flashes. Risky and reckless, road to the riches. I got the direction.
Man, that was the Brown Gorillas, man. I hope y'all like that one. E45, man. Who else is on there, E?
Hey, man. You shout out to Rue World, South Park, 93, All World X, 1K Cruise, Gold Toast for putting the whole thing together. Shout out to Phil Graham Music in the comments right there. We got an album Deuces. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go stream that. Man, I'm telling you, I've been working on all different type of projects and with all different type of people. I got a little Kiki song that I'm remaking. I made some songs for the Bare Knuckle Champion.
Damn.
The Hurricane Ike. He's a
Bare
Knuckle heavyweight champion of the world.
That's dope, man.
And I don't know if you ever heard of a boxer, Guerrero. His son Guerrero Jr. He's undefeated. And I had the honor of walking him out to the ring, and I made a song for him. So yeah, man, I've been staying busy with the features and just staying busy in the booth.
That's dope, bro. Let me give a few more shout outs. We got my good friend Wilbur Martinez, man. Appreciate you tuning in. My cousin Lulu, appreciate you, Lulu. Hey, we need to get together. It's been a long time. Tell George and everybody I said hello. We got my little brother Chris, my little baby brother Clue, man. You know, both my brothers, my older brother Stress and my baby brother Clue. They rap my middle brother, me and Sean. We in the middle. But yeah, they do the classic New York boom bap style. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my older brother Stress and my baby brother Clue, man. My baby brother Clue, we got a song that's called The Vision of Reality, about to drop soon. So y'all be on the lookout for that one. We got my boy Stephen, man. Appreciate you. Speaking of the kids, Stephen does a lot for the Baytown Little League. You know, here in Baytown, Texas, he does a lot for the kids. He's a player manager, which is, again, man, a lot of drama and all the political shit that, you ever seen that little show with the little kids doing the beauty pageant shows? And boy, you thought that shit was political and drama filled. Yeah, know nothing about no Little League.
Hey, man.
What's worse, though, bro, is the T-ball, the little babies, little boys. The T-ball is the worst.
That's the worst one.
Oh, man, their parents in T-ball, they think their kids is like professional baseball players, bro. Going hard, dog, mad, yelling, cussing, fighting, ready.
Right now, when you said Baytown, man, I had to shout out my brother Gabriel, man. Shit, I go.
Yeah,
like childhood, you know what I mean? And he's from Baytown.
Damn.
And so when I met Gabriel, he was like, "Hey, so you never been to Baytown?" I was like, "Nah." He started he literally broke it down for me. He was like, "Look, Pelly side, East Side,
OBT,
Baytown.
New Baytown, yeah, bro."
So like when they're you don't know, you know what I'm saying? When you don't know, you don't know. But when you come to Baytown, it's like literally it's like Houston, but in a smaller version.
Yeah,
it's a city, but it's broke down in different
but
places.
A lot of people like, you know what I'm saying? I'm born and raised in Southeast Houston. I was born in downtown Houston. You know what I mean? All me and my brothers were born in downtown Houston. They tore the hospital down. I was born in. All my family's from Magnolia. We moved out the hood and we moved up to the east side to Pasadena.
Moved out the hood into the hood. Hey, but you know what? On everything I love, because some of the coolest people I met, were South Houston and Pasadena.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we moved up. My dad said to my mom, pack your suitcase. We're out of Magnolia. We're going to Pasadena. So we moved to Stinkadena for a little bit. And then we moved back to South Houston, man. I grew up in South Houston, then eventually LaPorte. And I graduated from LaPorte. But, you know, I've been in Baytown since 2006. So about, say, 5 years ago now, I've been in Baytown longer than I've been anywhere, dog. And I'm a Houstonian. Yeah. I mean, I'm tatted up Houston. Around, you know what I'm saying? All Southeast Houston. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in Harris County, though. So I'm still representing.
I feel like I'm still in the city.
You know, I still represent the H till I die.
Hey, you know what? Like I fuck with Galveston tough. Galveston, like, that's my introduction to Texas, right? So what connects Galveston to Houston? Highway what? 45.
Yeah.
So that's where like a lot of people think like E40. So you stole the
And I say that. Yeah.
Oh, if you ain't from Texas, you ain't gonna.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like I literally fuck with people from Galveston all the way up to Conroe in the Woodlands.
Yeah.
As far as Katy, all the way out to Baytown. Like literally that big ass circle right there, somewhere along the line, somewhere in there, I fuck with somebody somewhere, everywhere in there. You know what I'm saying? So, man, we up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like for the longest, people are like, people trying to be like people from Atlanta. People trying to be like. Now the world's trying to be like us. You know what I'm saying? We got the world. We got all the big names in the world moving down here because of tax laws and because of this and because of that. But really, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be like nobody. We got people.
That's facts.
We got the game trying to be like us.
We got my good friend, my boy Joe Trevino. Like you said, we got Philip in here. Philip Miranda, man. Is he related to Aaron Miranda? My boy, a little young. Hey, I don't know, man. We got my good friend, my team mom, Stephanie Limones, man. Appreciate you, Steph. Hey, if you're ever in the Baytown baseball, little league, softball, go check out my good buddy PJ Limones, Peter Lemons. He's got his lemonade stand. He sells lemonade at all the local games, man. Freshly squeezed. Y'all go check him out. Pedro Limones, my boy Peter Lemons. He's on my baseball team too.
I one time spent $25 and they were $5 a pop.
Yeah,
$20 because it was so good. I was
oh, it's a put some vodka in it, man. We got my boy Max Martinez, man. Appreciate you, papi. Tu sabes, yeah. My boy Max from Dominican Republic. The only other Max is almost, you know, my two little boys, Chico and Ali, are the only two Mexican, Filipino, Dominican, Crucian, Texas, American, Spanish, and the whole world ever to exist.
Boy, that's a blender.
My boy Max, he's Mexican and Dominican. So he's almost there. He's missing a little Spanish, Dominican. He's missing a little Spanish, Filipino, Crucian, you know, but he's almost there.
He's almost
there. And then, you know, the only other person outside of Max and Chico and Ali, you know who it is? Enrique Iglesias. He's Filipino and Spanish. Now, did you know that?
Filipino.
Yeah, Enrique Iglesias. His mom is a Filipino pageant queen. His dad, Julio Iglesias, was from Spain, but lived in Mexico for a long time. So he's almost like my Chico and Ali. If he had a little Dominican in it and a little bit of Texas, then he'd be like my Chico and Ali, man.
That's wild.
So my Chico and Ali are the only two, man. Mexican, Filipino, Dominican, Crucian, Texas, American, Spanish.
Boy.
In the whole world. Well, we represent, of course, United States.
Yeah.
Of course, Mexico.
Yeah.
Of course, Dominican Republic, the Virgin Islands, Spanish, the Philippines, Texas, and I'm from Houston, man. Like, we're H-Town to the day we die. Like, when people tell, I've been all over the world, bro, and it's weird because I'm a chameleon, dog.
Yeah.
I'm brown skinned. I can't hide that fact. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the islands, people think I'm Puerto Rican. When I'm in the Arab side of the world, people think I'm Arabic. You know what I mean? Like, they think I'm African. They think I'm Arabic. You know what I mean? And they don't even blink. And they'll tell me, like, brother, do you remember that? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Allah, you know what I mean? Like, I have the perfect skin tone. I can just
fit in.
If I was, well, so I was working in France. I flew to Paris. Paris is an international city. Like, it's like Mexico City, New York, Los Angeles, Houston. There's people from all over the world. So nobody blinks an eye at you in France, in Paris, because it's international. I drove 8 hours south. So it's like, say you land in Houston and you drive 8 hours north into fucking
Odessa.
Odessa, Wichita Falls, Texarkana. You go into some swamp in Louisiana, someplace in Oklahoma, Los Cruces in New Mexico. And they're like, what the fuck? So like when I was the Arab, the dudes, they would come out for mosque in their robes and shit. I'm tatted up. I don't take my earrings out. I don't take my sunglasses off. I got my jewelry on. You know what I'm saying? My Mr. T starter kit. and they're looking at me like, what the fuck? They think I'm Arabic, you know? They're like, man, you're tatted up. You got your and then the local people are like, why is this Arabic guy sitting in our cafe? I'm American. I'm like Ric Flair. I go to the grocery store, I open the door. Whoa! I don't give a fuck, dog. But hey,
good time.
I represent the ace till I die, bro. I've been anywhere and everywhere I've ever been on this planet. Everybody's the things that always make me happy, dog. Because I'm a people person. Everywhere I've ever been, from Alaska to France and everywhere in between, everybody has always told me when I left with a strong fucking embrace. Not like, hey, see you later, friend. The fucking, and then like, like a bear hug.
Yeah.
Bro, if you ever come back, please make sure come by and see me again. You know what I mean? And that makes me happy, bro.
That says a lot about your character.
That makes me happy, bro.
There's certain people that don't have those social skills. They're closed off.
And again, though, it starts back with my dad and my grandpa, my great grandpa. They've always raised me to respect people the way you want to be treated, dog. Yeah. Of course, I said there's a few boundaries that there ain't no respect in that, bitch. I'll burn you alive, dog. I don't play with that. Outside of those things, you treat me nice, I'm gonna treat you nice. You know what I'm saying? And that's fact. So let me give a few more shots. We got Edgar, man, my boy from Mamacitas, right there in Pasadena, one of the best Mexican restaurants. And now they're all over, bro. They're in Clear Lake, North Side, South Side. Mamacitas was the original restaurant his mom
had to go check it out.
Oh, bro, they're fucking nice, bro. Mamacitas, now it's Mamaritas. And then he also owns Tri-City, which is right there in Pasadena, just across the street from the Mamacitas in Pasadena. It's called Tri-City. They have a club there now. George and Edgar, man, they're doing a lot of big things, man. Y'all go check them guys out. Edgar, save me a table for tomorrow, man. I'm going to bring my daughter for her graduation. I'm going to send you a DM. I need to come tomorrow, man. We're going to celebrate my daughter's graduation. She graduated from college. She took her basics here at the University of San Jac, and she got accepted to the University of Houston, bro, one of the prestigious business programs they have from the University of Houston, man. Shout out to my baby girl, my pride and joy, my most prized possession on this planet, my daughter Alexis, man. I love you so fucking much. You know, it's crazy because I have Alexis and then I have 4 boys right after her. Wow. And I already told all my boys, hey, it's our job for Rabbit, I call it Rabbit, to be number one. Like, bitch, this is what we do. It's our purpose to be on here for Rabbit to be number one, dog. My baby girl is my most prized possession on this planet. And I always joke, and I'm like, bro, if you was born a dude, bro, I'd rule this world. And she's like, I'm a girl, what's the matter? Man, she is the female version of me, dog. She's a mother. She's a mother. Shut your mouth.
Oh, hey, congratulations.
But a female version, dog.
Like when you finally get there, you think about all the car rides to school.
Yeah,
all
bro.
You know what I'm saying? So to get to like, hey, they graduated. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know the again with God, you know, and another, like we talked about being philosophers, you know, a thing that I say, God will teach you through your kids so that you can understand. And what God had to teach me with my daughter, dog, and my daughter has something, and it's not a disease, it's an autoimmune disease called alopecia. And she has alopecia areata, where she has 100% hair loss. There was a time in her life she literally lost all of her hair. She had no body hair at all. Eyelashes, eyebrows, pubic hair on her head, literally everything fell out. At the same time, she had to have a major scoliosis operation. At the same time, bro. At the same time, I was going through some shit. And that's why I always say, don't let your children pay for your transgressions, dog. Be right. Because God can beat me. God can torture me. God can push me. Yeah. And like I said, I just want to be at that gate and hopefully somebody puts their foot on that scale and lifts me up a little bit. Because I'm willing to push that boundary. Yeah. But when he does it with my kids, I can't push that boundary.
You know, it's crazy.
That line stops right there. Because that's my kids, dog.
You know, because we've chopped it up a lot, like on and off.
Yeah, bro.
You know, we've talked a lot. This is the first time you ever told me that, right? About your daughter.
Yeah.
Something I've never told you about my daughter. She was born with infantile scoliosis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She had 11 spinal surgeries, and she flatlined during 2 surgeries.
Damn, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I remember when we would show up at like 4:30 in the morning, you know what I'm saying, to surgery day, and there would be all these kids there, and my daughter would have to wear this body cast for like literally for months, right?
Yeah.
But there was some kids that would show up in wheelchairs that like they were there for surgery to go right back to their wheelchair. And so we learned how to like appreciate the fact that, hey, look, you have to have surgery. You have to wear these body casts. Literally at school, they would tell my daughter like, "Oh, you're a robot." Like, you know, like they would literally like,
and they would tell my daughter she had cancer, bro. Like, how fucked up can you be, bro?
And honestly, like, you know, as you're in school, you're either part of the three crowds. You're part of the crowd that like you're clowning and ha, or two, you're not even in it. You're like, bro, I'm not even getting into that shit.
Or
you're the victim.
Yeah.
Or you're the one that like. I remember literally, like, that's why I laugh whenever I hear the term chili bow, because my aunt used to literally put a bow on our heads and cut around the bow and do the best she could. So we go to school the next day looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never forget, like, as long as God, you know, blesses me to have my memory, I'll never forget at Payless picking out British Knights. Yeah. And, you know, like, going to Walmart for shoes and Kmart, not knowing, like, hey, you know, there's a place called Foot Locker and Foot Action, and you know what I'm saying? So like literally, I remember growing up to where it was like I got my ass whooped sometimes. Sometimes I got the better of the fight. Yeah. But it got to the point where it got to the point where it was like, look, bro, if you're gonna crack jokes on anybody in the bus, if you pick me, like I said, you see this big ass knot I got on my eye, I swung at him first. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. And I now in hindsight, now that you have kids and they go through it and then bro, like I really do wish that like if your child's a bully, I hope that you're a responsible parent and you sit this fucking child down and explain to them that it isn't funny. It's not fucking cool. It's not fucking, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you fucking popular. It doesn't make you fucking lit to sit there and bully somebody and victimize them. And like I said, whenever we literally went through it, because we went to school with all black kids, you know what I'm saying? So it was already weird because like we went to school to learn English, so it was already like hey, shit. Yeah. So like now looking back at it, I want to get involved in like, you know what I'm saying, talking to like, you know, like any type of youth, whether it's detention, whether it be psychiatric, like just go sit down and talk to them and just be like, hey, if you never know, if you talk to 50 kids. And out of talking to 50 of them, one of them took something you said and it made a difference. And you know what I'm saying? Like their future and what they're doing. Yeah. And it was worth it. You know what I mean? So
honestly, bro, I've heard a lot of your music, dog. But that's the realest thing you ever said, dog. No, that's the realest thing I ever heard out of your voice. Like, bro. But I'm telling you this. Push stop. You're a little bit younger than me. I'm talking cassette tapes. Yeah. Push stop. Push rewind for 45 seconds and play it again. Because I say that shit all the time, though.
Look,
I say the same exact thing all the time.
Look, if I have 100 songs out that are streaming, but one of the most personal ones to me is called "Dear Mom," E45 "Dear Mom," and in the song I touch base on my suicide attempt. I had just got discharged from a psychiatric ward for a suicide attempt, and they had prescribed me Zoloft and Paxil for 1 month. And so I picked up the phone. I made a phone call. That phone call didn't go the way I wanted it. So I remember there was 30 in each because it was one a day. Yeah. Zoloft and Paxil. I popped both of them 30 at a time. 30 at a time. Like I literally remember the chalk, like when the water. Like I was literally in front of a sink, and I remember when the water touched that many pills, it tastes chalky, like super chalky, like almost like cement sand. Yeah. Imagine it. So my mom, my best friend to this day, my guardian angel. She found me unconscious, like laid out. I had to get my stomach flushed with charcoal in the emergency room. I got resubmitted in the psych ward. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people clown and they like pick on people that are suicidal, that have mental health issues. And the song "Dear Mom," like I really go into like a lot of my own personal demons, a lot of the shit that I went through. And so like me looking back and me like thinking back, like, damn, I remember being in the day room talking to somebody that he was on suicide watch, and like, he literally swallowed a bottle of shampoo. They had to open his stomach and sponge it because you can't move soap without it bubbling up. Yeah. So like I'm sitting here talking with everybody that doesn't want to live, you know what I'm saying? And how different would it be if somebody came in the door and they were like, "Hey, so I'm a music producer." And I'm a, you know, I you know, just fuck it, just to give y'all something to listen to. I'm gonna talk to y'all about like how I make beats and how I got into music. You know what I'm saying? Like something that small would have been the world of difference of the vibe of like sitting in the day room. Like, man, there's some fucked up people in here. So if there's any way that I could give back, if there's any way that I could just go crack a joke and make somebody, you know what I'm saying, like bust out laughing. I want to do that, and it's not about money. It's not about profit. Like I'll pay for my own transport. I'll pay for whatever, you know what I'm saying, paperwork I got to do. But I really want to get into that because I feel like that's something that would make me happy. And it's not, and some people get so tied up in materialistic things, you know what I'm saying, my car, my house, my jewelry, you know, but challenge them to feel happy without money.
Yeah.
And you know, like for me, talking to my daughter about her day at work, you know, hearing my son, like we're gonna go look for cleats because he's getting into soccer. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, this is happy. So I'd rather do this than be at the club ordering a bottle because the nigga next to me just ordered a bottle, so now I look like a scrub if these bitches don't show up with their flashlights and their you know what I'm saying? I'd rather do this. I'd rather do what makes me happy. So my message to the world is just find what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? That like find what's good for you. And whatever you feel like, man, like this isn't doing me no good. Like I'm not growing from this. You need to cut that out of your life. And the reason you need to cut it out of your life is to make room. So when you do bump into the right thing, when you bump into the right conversation, the right friendship, you're gonna go in the right direction. You're gonna think different. But if you're gonna sit there and you know that the person you're sitting there on the phone with, the person you're pulling up to chill with, person you're pulling up to have lunch with, they have no type of care or give a fuck about your future, then what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you open your wallet and throw your money out the window while you're driving?
Yeah.
If you wouldn't waste your money, why are you wasting your time? You know?
And like you were saying, dog, and again with quotes and philosophy, you know, I promise you, bro, I study because I want to be better, dog.
Yeah.
You can't be like, I'm a firm believer. Like when I was a kid, experience is a past failure that you can recall so you don't repeat again, right? Mm-hmm. If my dad told me that was hot, I was an idiot. Like my dad beat me 1,000 times. You said you're a fucking mule. Why do I gotta beat you, son? For you to understand. It wasn't until one day that it all made sense. Where I was like, I need to start listening. I don't need to take you. If my dad told me it's hot, I can believe he says it's hot. Yeah. I don't need to touch it. Yes, but if you understand how many ass whoopers it took for me to understand that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like what you're saying though, in another good quote that I read one time was like, being rich, I think it was by Marty, being rich is not having the most, but having the less that makes you happy. Like we all want material things, but does that make you happy? My happiness, like you were saying, my daughter, my kids, my grandson, my monkey boy, my grandfew, you know, my son's pregnant, my oldest son's in college to be an engineer. He's pregnant with his wife now. My daughter just got accepted, the first of my kids, bro, to be accepted to the university. And people say, "Oh, well, your daughter's going to university." He said, "Bitch, that means the world, bro." Like my daughter, I could put a bumper sticker on my Escalade that says, "My daughter is a proud graduate of the University of Houston." Like that means everything to me, bro. Like having everything is not always happiness. It's a quick story. My great aunt used to be the living maid for the Swanson. You ever eat a Swanson TV dinner? The Hungry Men, the big.
I've heard of them.
TV dinners you put in the microwave. The Hungry Men, they had a big bird under the Swanson. The family lived in River Oaks mansion, big million dollars back in the 80s. Wow, they've been rich in a long time. My aunt used to be their living maid, and we would go see her. She used to have her own basically apartment inside their mansion. Wow. My aunt found the man shot himself in the head with a shotgun inside that 17-room house. Did money make him happy? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest struggle I have. Like, I'm just gonna speak it really, bro. I'm from nothing that's trying to become something. Yeah. And as an egotistical maniac, as a narcissistic person, and as a successful person, when do you draw a line to say success is enough success? Yeah. Because with success, it comes sacrifice. I've sacrificed my ex-wife. Yeah. I've sacrificed time with my older children. I've sacrificed time and personal life of my life to be who I am.
Yeah.
And the energy and everything, the physical elements that comes with my sacrifice to be that little fucking drop that I am.
Yeah.
Like I meet people like they're like I tell my kids, your dad's a celebrity. They're like, you just dad. But then I meet people and they're like, oh my God, you're Isaac. I'm like, bro, relax, dog.
Yeah.
I'm Isaac, dog. Yeah, you're you. Dope, bro. What's up, dog? You want to take a picture? Put that shit. Put on Facebook Live. I'm nobody, dog. To be the little drop that I am, people don't understand the energy, the effort, the sacrifice, the blood, sweat, tears that went into that to make. I was willing. So the biggest battle I have in my life, as an egotistical maniac, when is enough is enough.
Yeah.
When is enough achieving personal gratifications in my profession, in my entertainment life, and everything else outweigh time with my children, my wife, my grandkids, my everything, my family. Like that's a battle that I'm in now.
You know it sucks, but
Because I'm from nothing
like,
with nothing, bro.
and anybody that comes from a gambling background, they'll tell you that like the biggest gamblers, they don't remember the biggest wins.
Yeah.
They remember, bro, I could have left. I was up this fucking much. And all I had to do was leave.
Yeah.
And I gave it all back, and then I lost what I had, and then I made him get his money.
And I went to the
money.
ATM.
Yeah, I went to the ATM. So like so many people, their biggest regret at the end of their life is so many situations that I could have just got up and walked away from. You know, I could have just got up and walked off with my life.
You know, as an egotistical maniac, dog, as a narcissistic, as a hustler,
yeah,
it's hard to. But okay, so look, so for me, example, let me put gambling how I gamble. If I go to the casino and I take $500, I'm playing cards or whatever. I get up, you know what I'm saying? I put that $500 in my pocket, and I tell myself, Isaac, you brought 500, you put 500 in your pocket. Whatever you do now is not your money. Up, down, don't touch that $500. Yeah. That's what you brought, and now whatever we do now, we're gonna play with. And I start coming up. I tell my wife, put that in your pocket. Put that in your pocket. Because the analogy of gambling versus life is the same thing, bro. Same thing. Because we're nothing from nothing, right? Every ounce, like I know I say the same story every podcast I have, but it's the honest truth. Bro, I go to meetings sometimes in my professional life with people that have doctorates, lawyer, engineering degrees, master, all these colleges, all this shit, right? All these, it's in a multi-million about something that gone wrong because I do inspection. So it's my job to analyze what went wrong, what can we do, how can we mitigate, and how can we fix? Yeah. I have experience in who I am to back what I do. And that's something my dad, again, goes back to why I'm called The World Is Yours. Yeah. Because that's what my dad always told me. All you have is your name and who you are. Yeah. So I'm in a meeting, dog, with all these people. And it's a multi-million, I'm talking 100,000, it's $1 million, multi-million dollars at times. And everybody's looking at me to answer the question about what can we do
to fix it,
to fix the problems that they created. Yeah. And I always joke sometimes. I'm saying, "Oh, you're asking me? I'm about to look over the street." You know what I mean? Like, in my mind, I literally still am the Vato Loco. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still Isaac. I'm still Isaac from second.
But you know, but that's why you're in the room. That's what got you in the room.
But I've allowed myself to grow. Yeah, I've understood who I am, and I joke with people sometimes, and I always tell people, I still talk to my OGs. I still talk to the unks and triple OGs now, and everybody else that's on the books. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm 44 years old, bro. And then when people are like, "Man, baby boy, I'm proud of you," like, bro, baby boy, I'm an old like, I'm past baby boy status now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people are like, "Oh, bro, I see you on Facebook. You're doing good. You're doing this." I'm like, bro, get it. Like, I've grown up. I'm not little boy Isaac no more. I'm not little Ice no more. I'm a grown man, dog. I have responsibilities. I take care of my kids, my family, my workers. I take care of a village. I take care of multiple. the responsibility in the world and the pressure that I put on myself is not only to think about myself and mine, but God has given me the ability to think about others and put more pressure and weight on my back and my shoulders and truck it and push it. Even though sometimes there's nobody else around me to help me, I still push that best foot forward to continue. Because all I'm trying to do again is trying to get in that. When they open up that gate,
just enough.
I just want let me like when I was like when you was running from. Let me just get enough. Let me get enough to slide in there, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful life though to me. And I tell my boys in my baseball team, you know what I mean? The season didn't go like we wanted, and like I told my boys, no matter the wins and losses, every game you saw me in the front.
Yeah.
Good or bad, wins or loss, you saw me in the front, absorbing the hit, absorbing the win, absorbing the losses. And we didn't have a good season this year. It didn't go like we wanted. Every time they were sad, I was there to pick them up. Every time they didn't do what we needed them to do, I was there. I was the first one there. That's what leaders do, though. I can't. Post Malone, now we just celebrating congratulations and enjoy in the victories. I also have to be willing to be down there in defeat.
Yeah.
Because from that defeat on the ground level, I see, I learn, I witness, and I improve. I put in that work because I'm not a king that wants to sit on my castle. How can you observe the whole battle, the whole victory, the whole defeat from a castle afar? I'm a king in the front of the horse, and the front horse is pushing that charge.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna improve.
Yeah.
You can't kill me, dog. I've been blessed. That's the blessing in the curse, too. You know what I'm saying? And I have a photographic memory too, on top of everything, bro. Yeah. And that's like you were saying when you remembered your daughter with the scoliosis and shit. I sometimes my daughter gets mad because I call her in the middle of the night and I'm sad and I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying?
We need to talk.
Yeah, it's just like, Dad, why are you thinking about this, Dad? And I'm like, you're my baby.
Yeah.
You're my daughter. You're my most prized possession on this planet. You're everything to me. And when I get sad and I put myself in that zone,
that's just where I go.
That I'm a sadomasochist.
Yeah.
You know, a dog I had attacked my son. Like that I put myself in that bad situation. And I put myself in them bad memories. I'm just a human like everybody else. And I gotta tell myself, there's the steps I could have took, the things I could have done. All I can tell myself is when you found out, you did what was right past that. That's all I can do. I took the responsibility when it happened. I manned up to the situation, and I did the best I can do to move forward. Yeah. I can't dwell on what I could have, should have, because it's already done, bro. That's life, dog. Win, lose, or draw, you're a hustler. You know that. Yeah. We can all look back at that shot and say, God damn, why?
The way it goes.
It's the way it goes. It's the game. It's the business. It's the hustle, dog. And I'm confident 1,000% in the ability that I'm willing to hustle, the work that I'm willing to put in that hustle, that I can push it all to the limit. You know what I'm saying? Without fear. I don't know about you, bro, but like to me, it's again, I didn't name my company The Word Is Yours because of Scarface.
Yeah.
But it's like the song says, push it to the limit. Walk on type of razor blade. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what I do. It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
It's like the way of the Aztecs. It's all or nothing. You win everything and you become a king, or you die. There's no in between that. My dad raised me all or nothing.
All or nothing.
There's no in between. You don't try it. You go do it, or you shut the fuck up.
Really? I like your dad.
You know what I'm saying? But so bro, we've been chopping it up, man. We got my boy Domingo Lopez. Appreciate you tuning in, man. My Lucy Garcia, Jesus, man. Appreciate y'all, my baseball family, man. You know, a lot of people do a lot with their kids, man, with the baseball, football, basketball, boxing. You know what I mean? Salute to all the parents that are doing special extra activities for their kids, man. Yeah. Like, people don't really understand how much time, energy, effort, and money goes into baseball, basketball, football, boxing, and music, you know, talent, you know, to put their kids into extra things, to have their kids to have some kind of enjoyment, man. You know, it's hard when we got to pay bills, bro. And it's like, damn, my kid needs this. I gotta pay bills. What do I gotta do? And to put into work to make that happen, to see the smile on her kid's face. I wish and I hope and I challenge every father that if you made a kid on this planet, do what you can do to make them happy, bro. Be there in their life. It's never too late. Like I said earlier, it's never too late to say you're sorry and to be the bigger person and to be inside somebody's life, bro. So my boy, man, hey, dog, that boy, wait, Jerry Springer, man, come on, dog. So getting back to it, man, you said you don't traveled all over, you know what I mean? Like, we already know you're one of the hottest, biggest artists from here in Houston. You know what I mean? Doing your thing and pushing your talents to everywhere in the United States. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know we said DMX is one of your business, but like your style and your flow and all that, where did that come from, bro?
Man, happy birthday to youngster. Today's youngster.
Man, we knocking pictures down the wall.
That's in middle school. It was knocking pictures off the wall. Fucking want to be a baller. Big Hawk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tops Drop, Body Rock.
Yeah.
These are all songs I grew up to, but like literally I have my own collection. Like on the East Coast, it was DMX, Big L, Nas. On the West Coast, it was like Snoop,
Too Short, fuck it.
I
Yeah.
like Corrupt, like, you know what I'm saying? Spanish, I like my Spanish rappers, David Calderon, Julio Voltio, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just took a lot of different like flavors. And so like the way I rap, people tell me you're not a battle rapper because like, you know what I'm saying, it comes off like that. But I just don't have the memory for it. Like the motherfuckers could write 3 pages and remember exactly what they said. And me, I just don't. I smoke a lot of my memories all fucked up. So I just don't. I didn't have the memory for it. But there's this show that came out, and my dream is to be on this show. It's called Versus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Two people there. Yeah. And it's your catalog against
their catalog. Yeah.
And it's not just music; it's delivering it to.
Yeah.
And so that's where I got the idea. Where I was like, bro, like, look, I'm not the biggest artist, but shit, they want to put money in the middle. Let's put money in the middle. Let's get a crowd together, and you know what I'm saying, let's run through some bars. If you believe, like for example, if you have it in your head, I'm the hardest basketball player in my family. I'm the hardest basketball player in my group of friends. I'm in a fucking basketball league Tuesday night, and they gave me the MVP fucking trophy. If me and you meet, right, and this is who you are, and I say, what a fucking coincidence. I'm the shit where I'm from.
Yeah, let's go.
Everybody. Yeah. And while we're having this conversation, if there's a basketball and there's a hoop, what naturally has to happen? It has to happen. We have to compete.
It's two cocktails.
We have to find out on the totem pole where
go.
you are and where I am. You know what I'm saying? So the way that I feel about rap is like, look, it's easy, it's easy to have comments. It's easy, like right now, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to be a hater, it's free, you know what I'm saying? But
troll,
how much belief, how much faith do you have in yourself to look in the mirror and say, I'm gonna take this much money, put it in the middle because I truly fucking believe that a motherfucker can't come up here and clown me and take this shit from me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's free to make comments, it's free to talk shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Run your mouth. But $500, I think that's a reasonable offer.
I'll that 500. That's 1,000 right there.
1,000. If there's an artist right now, hit up Isaac, get the Cash App, get the Zelle, send the money. Once he has the money, I will send my money. Now he has the whole money. He's holding the money.
Yeah.
Anybody that's gambling know what's the best thing. Put the money up. That way it ain't I owe you. If my Cash App stopped working, my girl ran off with the Zelle.
Yeah, you already did all that. You already did that.
Put your money, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Gambling etiquette. The house gets a cut, you know what I'm saying? So send Isaac the Zelle, send Isaac the Cash App. I'll send mine. We're gonna agree on a percentage.
He's got 500. I got 500. The word is yours. Gonna sponsor another 500. So that's 1,000 right there.
If you're an artist or
1,000
you know
right
an
there.
artist, and I want to be clear about this. And the reason I want to be clear about this is because like I said, Houston's a real place.
Yeah.
This isn't about set tripping. This isn't about gang banging.
Nah.
This isn't about beef.
Talent for talent.
This is strictly hip hop rap. And look, and I'm gonna be real clear because it's my money, so I can come up with the terms. I'm not trying to rig it. I just want to be completely clear. We're going based off of a live performance. We're going off delivery. We're going off lyricism. We're going off crowd control and overall showmanship.
Yeah.
If you don't know what these 4 things are that I just said, don't bother. Don't bother.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get it. But if these 4 things, you're like, bro, you got me fucked up. Like I'll take you down. I'll run you for it.
Let's go.
Win, lose, or draw. Run it. You know what I'm saying? Run it. Because I'm all for it. I've been waiting for the longest. I've had so many people. There was on the Texas challenge. Some guy went on there and he said some disrespectful shit about Texas.
Yeah.
So I went on there and I was like 5,000. I got $5,000.
I put a bone up.
You went in the comments. You were like, I got another 1,000. So like this isn't a first for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I like gambling. If you know me, you know.
Well, you know what's crazy? Ain't nobody ever took you up on the challenge.
And what I said earlier in the podcast.
Yeah.
Until they prove me wrong, logically that only means that I'm right.
Yeah.
So if I'm saying, bro, like I really feel like I'm the hardest artist out here, like on these bars, nigga, like really like in person, pushed up like for the culture. Nigga, I don't need the cosign. I got a fucking Rolodex of who's who.
Yeah.
That'll be like E40. Nah, I don't need that shit.
Yeah.
Bring me the money. Let's put the money in the middle because I'm from a different era. I'm from a different time. Where I'm from, you can't say you beat somebody unless you took their money from them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't fun to play for fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like let's put something in the middle and run that. So like I said, we got to figure out who's who. And there's a lot of artists. I'm a fan of a lot of artists in Houston. I'm not a hater, bro. Like I sit there and jam the fuck out of Lil Jeremy. I jam D Baby. I jam Mexican OT. Big Tony. I listen to all of them. I just feel like me personally, like on a beat in person, bro, like I feel like I'll eat Jay-Z and Lil Wayne if that's who's on the menu for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I'm supposed to feel. You know what I'm saying?
I swear I was about to say that though. Like that confidence that you have is what you're supposed to have. And if anybody would be like, well, damn, this dude's an egotistical maniac. He like as a like people don't understand this. Elias Benitez is a different person than E45.
Yeah.
I think De La Cerda is a different person than Ice.
Yeah.
Who I am in my persona, in my professional, in my persona, in my personal life, and who I am in my entertainment life, it's 2 different people, dog. You know what I'm saying? I have to feel who I am is like the best that, like you said though, prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
And even if you wrong, I'm not afraid for somebody to prove me wrong though. Prove me wrong. You are a better lyricist than me. You say, Isaac, I can write better songs than you. I can host better shows than you. I can do. Prove me.
Prove it.
Because I want to see it. I'm a learner. I'm a person that watches and observes.
I remember my OG, like I don't know how many years he did in the pen, but he just comes from that background.
Yeah.
And so like in the street, you play with people like, bitch, stop, ho. And I swear to you, like he was one of those people. He was like, bro, you got to show me that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You got to pull that hoe out of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so whenever it, like I said, it's free. It's free to sit there and talk shit and be like, but let's put the money in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And to me, like the reason why I feel like the way that I feel is because I know what I put in.
Yes.
I know what I put in.
You ain't afraid to work, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that, like, for example, there's a flow that goes around. It starts with, I know I get it. I don't care who looking. Go chain with a pistol. I was known crooked. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of it goes on. Every time people hear me say it, I call it my calling card.
Yeah.
You know, I say it and they're like, damn, like that shit was tight. And everybody assumes that was a freestyle. You just made all that shit up.
Yeah.
The reality is I wrote that 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? The reality is that I rehearsed that 500 fucking times.
Yeah. So when you
to myself, because I thought one day or another, that's Jay Prince.
Yeah.
What
you have the opportunity.
That's Snoop Dogg,
Yeah.
and he says he wants to hear me rap. No, I'm not gonna go up there and freestyle. Snoop wanted to hear me rap, so here I go. I'm not gonna act. No, bitch. I know how I get. I don't care who looking. Go chain with a pistol. I was no crooked. So I literally rehearsed this like a madman, right? So the reason why I'm so quick to be like, look, I got 500, I got 2,000, I got whatever y'all want to put in the middle. Let's put in the middle and run it. Is because I literally, I have about 5 songs that are unreleased, that I never released.
Yeah.
That I rehearse like a fucking maniac, like somebody in the gym by themselves.
Yeah.
And they're like, bitch, you need a spotter. You're
Put
gonna
it in
die.
the work, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Put in the reps.
And I rehearse them at like the air, like when you repeat something, and you gotta like really be an artist to understand this concept. When you repeat something so much that you teach yourself where to breathe.
Yeah.
The air pockets in between the words.
Facts.
That's how I have this shit on deck.
Yeah.
Waiting for one of you fucking I eat the glue in first grade motherfuckers to say, I got them, I'll take them. Well, shit, come on with it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm a gambler, bro. Like the number one rule is don't bet what you can't afford to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to talk shit. I ain't trying to like I'm made, but $500 ain't gonna break me or make me. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I'll pay $500 to find out. I got $1,000. Got $1,000. Just and the crazy part is the last time that I did this, I had some homeboys watching. By the time I left, my phone was blowing the fuck up.
Yeah.
Hey nigga, I got 2 bowls. I got a fucking, you know, I got a band. I got this. Everybody like, hey, because not for nothing, I come from that background where it's like, hey, bro, if you think you got somebody harder, bring them over.
Yeah.
And we'll let them rap and go at it. And so, like, when it comes to rapping, you know, so that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always feel that way. I could run that. It ain't about race and it ain't about fucking, like I said, it has nothing to do with, because rapping is almost like you're a news anchor for the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're this close to the real deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're that close to the hospital, the prison.
But that's what like original hip hop from the East Coast was.
Yeah.
It was the voice from inner youth, Black and Puerto Rican. Because a lot of people don't understand. Latinos have been there since the beginning of hip hop.
Yeah.
It was Black and Puerto Rican that were in the inner youth of New York and the crack infested areas that the police didn't come.
You know, and just for the record, just to let it publicly be known, I don't give a fuck if this goes viral or not. Like, I side more with the Mexicans and the Hispanics that mix with the Blacks, and I bump heads more with like the super cholo Mexicans that are like, and I ain't clowning on that particular community, but it's them that are like, bro, you act Black, you talk Black, you know what I'm saying? And so like I'll publicly let it be known. Like I have Black people that are family to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I embrace them like family, they embrace me like family. So I'll never shit on that Black and brown thing. I'll never even like use it as the punchline. You know, like, it's really like a life.
And I've said this multiple podcasts all the time. You know, I grew up playing sports, so a lot of my friends, majority of my friends are Black. Yeah. My dad plays sports. Majority of his friends are Black. Right. And in Houston, though, the Black and the brown thing is not like nowhere anywhere else. I have Black friends, brown friends, white friends, Indian, Vietnamese. Like some of my closest friends are Black. Yeah. And my kids do not look at them as any difference as if that's dad's best friend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the godfather to my children. Houston is not like, because I've seen people and like do interviews. Let's get on California for a little bit. Yeah. You know, people from California, they're like, oh, why did the Mexicans in Texas, they do this, they do that, they do this? Because they don't understand, dog. They're segregated highly in California because of the prison system. Texas is not like that. Houston is not like that. Houston, if you're from Houston, we're from Houston, we're gonna ride with Houston.
But you know, like for example, when it came out with grills, you know, it was like, why the fuck would you do that to your teeth and that? And now there's a grill shop in every fucking mall in every major city in the fucking United States. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like I said earlier, everyone gets their time to shine. And now we got the world on our dick. You know what I'm saying? Like now we got the world on some, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now they're wearing cowboy hats and now they're worried about the rodeo. And, you know, like big shout out to everyone that supports Texas. You know what I'm saying? Any type of way that you support it. But, bro, we ain't trying to ask nobody for permission. We're not trying to get nobody's cosign. Bro, we don't give 2 fucks about it. You know what I'm saying? And as far as like, if we're making it a competition, hey, jump in, the water's warm. Them $500 go for anybody in California, in New York, in fucking Idaho, and Alaska. I don't give a fuck where you from. You know what I'm saying? If you really feel like that, like for example, this dude, I feel like I'm a spokesperson for Texas. I've appointed myself as the referee. You know how the referee flag on the play? I feel like, hey, whole shit, 15
call
yards.
Call him out.
You know what I'm saying? You're doing some whole shit. Like lefty gunplay. Like I'm gonna say it flat out and simple. Bro, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like to come over here and try to be buddy, or go on this buddy tour where you're trying to go to every major city, and then you turn around and shit, and then you turn around, you're like, no, I didn't mean it. And then like, hey, I'm the hardest rapper. Bro, fuck you and the streams. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, I don't give a fuck if you buy Maybachs and mansions with all the shit that you get. I'm not hating nobody, my nigga. Get your bag, get your money. But once all that shit is said and done, you ain't got no type of real talent, bro. Like literally, you're the poster child for anybody could make it. Anybody could get their fucking head blown
And
up,
you know it's control.
and they could take it to the top of the charts. But as far as real rap, as far as real talent, I will run circles around, man. Like that wouldn't even be a fair fight. Like when I say that wouldn't even be a fair mix, it'd be like, bro, like I listen to him, and I'm like, bro, like no hating shit. Cool, whatever. You know, everybody has their own style, whatever. But when he starts like going out the side of his neck, talking all this fly shit, and 1 minute he's on Texas dick, the next minute he's you know, like he's trying to be buddy with everybody over here. It's like, bro, nah, you know, like I said, flag on the play, whole shit. I don't give a fuck if you up there or not. Like Al Capone. Yeah. I still to this day, I'm like, I got my partner, he got his 10,000 on deck, $10,000. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're a made rapper or not. If $10,000 ain't enough, name the ticket, name the price. If it's not enough, if it's not enough, then at least open your mouth and acknowledge that I said, bitch, come get the 10,000. You know what I'm saying? If it's about making it more money, name the ticket. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So all these different rappers where I'm like, look, bro, it's easy to talk shit. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody, I don't give a fuck if you're from California. I don't give a fuck where you're from. If anybody got some fly shit to say about Texas, like just expect me to say something about it in a podcast, in a song, turn on my fucking live and speak on it. And I love Cali. Cali's my second home. I was born in New Jersey, but I'm closer to California than I am to New York and New Jersey.
Damn, that boy Tupac or what?
Bro,
Tupac was born in New Jersey.
It's just like
and
that.
Tupac lived in California.
And when I say like shout out, I don't get into the politics. I love California. I love both sides of it. To me, the whole state is a beautiful place. Just like anywhere else, there's trash and there's bullshit there. Just like there's trash and bullshit here. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I really fuck with Cali, I fuck with them tough. I want to let that be known because some of the people that I go publicly for, they're like, oh, they're from California, so you must have a beef. Nah, I got love for California. It's just the suckers and the busters got to get addressed. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, while we're talking about suckers and busters, Charleston White, I hope he eat a dick and choke on that hoe. I can't stand. I got a song coming out about him,
Charleston. But you know he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm doing it on purpose too.
But you know what I mean? That there are certain people that will sell their soul to make a little fame on social media, and he's one of them.
Okay, look. Do you remember the song Kim by Eminem?
Yeah.
Any hip hop fan knows the song Kim, right?
Yeah.
I finally got to knock Kim off my bucket list. I wrote my own Kim.
Yeah.
And so all I did was use my artistic and you know what I'm saying, I really just made a song about how I feel about it. And that'll be dropping soon.
But you know, like Charleston White, even Tekashi 69, they're intelligent people, bro.
Oh no, they're not dumb.
They portray a character. It's just like a wrestler, right? Speaking of wrestlers, I got my boy Sumate Wakala shirt on. Really? He was here with me last week. He's out of Alvin, Texas.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrestle a match one day, bro. I gotta get out there, man, and wrestle somebody. Shout out to my boy Sumate, man. He's the Native Ways Entertainment heavyweight champion. I think he's tag team champion with Lil Poppy too, man. Yeah. He's out of the way of Arizona. Been living in Alvin for a long time. My boy Sumate, man, he's all over the world. I think he's going to India again recently. He's been in Japan doing his thing. But some of these dudes like Tekashi and Charleston White, they're wrestlers, right? They're portraying a character who they want you to believe they are. Like Tekashi. Go back and really look at some interviews that Tekashi does. That dude, he's a smart kid, dog. He portrays the idiot like Gilligan's Island, dog. Like back in the day when I was a kid, he portrays the fucking numbnuts in a TV sitcom because that's how he's getting paid. He's not stupid by no means. He's controlling his perception. Mm-hmm. And right now, in this day and age, the fake life that we live in, controlling the narrative and controlling the perception of everything, who you portray yourself to be, is more important than who you are. Yeah. Back when I grew up, if you was a gangster, you was talking this shit on music, people coming to pull up on that shit.
Oh, they're gonna check it.
They're gonna come pull up, and you better be about it because you're gonna get matched down. Nowadays, you are who you portray yourself to be in social media, bro. And there's a big difference between the real people and the people that are portraying to be. You know what I'm saying? The gunplay and this and this, you know, representing California, like you said, comes to Texas. Oh, I'm BD baby and Mexican OT, this and that, and then goes back to California. Now he's like, you know, you
bro,
know,
like to me, that dude's just a sucker, bro. It's just like everybody has them. We have them here in Texas. They got them in New York. They got them in Florida. They got them everywhere. You know what I mean? But to me, I just feel like I point in myself somebody that, like, if I feel like there's some whole shit going on, I'm just gonna be the person to be like, hey, look, that's some whole ass shit right there. So I really don't give a fuck how they feel about it. I'm E45, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm comfortable in my skin.
Thank you. Right there, pause right there. Because what you just, I was just about to say it though. It's because you are confident in who you are and your ability. Again, you're not afraid to put in work. You know what I'm saying? People that are lacking talent and lacking ability will scheme and scam instead of, like, you ain't afraid of no challenge. You ain't afraid of no confrontation.
I get excited.
And when we say that, we don't mean like physical, like,
hell no,
oh,
like
we want to
action.
shoot you, we want to fight you, we want to do this. But if you think you're bar for bar better, you think you got a better show, you put on a better presentation,
Come get it.
come get it, pull up.
Come get it. Like, and the reason why I set the rules the way I set them is because it's easy for somebody to get 10 of their friends to memorize the lyrics,
Yeah,
and jump up and down behind them and oh my God, it's fucking lit. No, by yourself, like, your music against my music, bro. I don't feel like no hate to nobody, but I ain't heard nobody yet. That I feel like, hey, bro, like, fuck that person. Nah, like, I get excited whenever I feel like we're gonna compete. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I know that I'm gonna play a money game in pool, I don't know if I'm gonna win or lose. I'm just excited that I got a game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, let's run it.
and like my boys with baseball, right? And you know, I coach baseball, and like I tell them all the time too. No matter if we win or lose, go out fighting so that you know you can't go home. Don't go sit in the car on the ride home and say, I could have, should have, would have.
Leave it out there. Whatever you
Say,
done,
I
leave it out there.
did everything I could do. They beat me because they was better today. It didn't, like, if you left it all on the table. Speaking of pool, you left it all on the table. That's the best you could do. Sometimes the best ain't good enough, dog. The balls didn't fall your way. The game didn't fall your way, but you made the shot you could make. You did what you were supposed to do. That's life. Such again, in analogies, such is life. Move on. Fight for another day, dog. So, bro, you know you've been featured on a lot of music. You've been putting out a lot of music. What is a feature that you feel that you've been on so far that you was like, take a step back and be like, damn, dog, I can't believe I'm here, man.
The song I did with Lil Kiki.
Yeah, bro.
And not only because you know, it was Lil Kiki, but the way that I came on the song. Shout out to Jay Prince at Rap A Lot, Jay Prince Senior, shooting pool at Jay Prince's studio, where we shoot a pool with like $2,000. Some crazy story. Well, I ended up getting as a gift a beat. Yeah, and Lil Kiki ended up getting on the song with me. So that whole story of that song, like that's always gonna stay with me. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I really got to rub elbows and get in there with the best of the best.
Man, you know, Lil Kiki's such a legend here in Houston. You know, and then you know, shout out to Lil Kiki, man, the big OG, man. You can go check him out. He's got an interview with DJ Vlad from Vlad TV. It's on YouTube. He's doing a lot of interviews right now. Yeah. He's you know, he's a legend that deserves it, bro. Lil Kiki's been putting in that work, and it's somebody that needs to be honored and treasured in the city of Houston, man. You can go catch him on all. And you know, actually, my studio, the Pharmacy Studio, has a song with Lil Kiki too, man. It was his first track on his album. It's called "Don't Change."
Don't Change.
It's got Scarface as a feature, bro. And how it came about is such shenanigans.
The story.
So, my partner Cartier from the Pharmacy Studios, Platinum Cardi, made a beat. Him and my boy Stretch. So the beat is KNS, Cartier and Stretch, the original Pharmacy Studios. We sold the beat, released the beat to a guy. he tried to sell that beat to Little Kiki as his beat, like he produced
Like
it.
he did it.
So then when Little Kiki was like, "Hey, bro, send me their track outs," homeboy had the track outs because he leased it. So then that's how. Long story short, that's how we got involved. And then Little Kiki was like, "Bro," so we send the track over. You know what I'm saying? And then Little Kiki was like, "Well, I got Scarface that wants a feature on it." It's like, again, I just said Scarface as a Mount Rushmore for us. Like that's legendary status for us. You know, when the song was like, "Oh, but nigga, don't change on me." When like, bro, don't change. I think the album is called Self Made. But the first track on that album is ours. Like, bro, you can't take that from us, dog. Like, I listen to that song, we're like, that's my baby, that's my kid.
Yeah.
You know, that's us. Again, shout out to my partner Cartier from the Pharmacy Studios and Stretch Memphis Music. You know what I'm saying? Stretch and Cartier. In the beginning of the song, they still left our drop in the song. K&S on the beat. And then as soon as it says K&S on the beat, Little Kiki comes in with it. Oh, but then it don't change on me. Like, bro, that, you know, to be able to rub shoulders with some of the greatest in the city of Houston that I personally, as a young kid, listened to and grew up on, you know, shout out to Rashid, Low G, Juan Gotti, SPM, you know, like I said, Milton Bradley, been my friend since we was kids. Bruce, you know what I'm saying? Bruce Bank. You know, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? It's so dope. And like I told Rashid one time, I had Rashid in the studio with me. We was doing a song, and I was like, bro, I used to save up money and like collect coins and like to go see you perform, dog.
And now you're right here.
And now you're right.
Shout out to Rashid, man.
Shout out to the triple OG Rashid. He still hits me up all the time. Hey, what's up, young bull? Just checking in on you. Like Rashid sends me a message every now and then just to check up on me, bro. Low G, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are my people. Those are my friends. People that I can call right now and be like, yo, Sheed, what's up, bro? I ain't got to say, this is Ice from the words, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's tight, bro. It's cool to have those relationships.
Dope, bro. Yeah. That's so dope to me, bro. Who are some people you interact with here in the city, bro, like that you can call and be like, I mean, you ain't got to explain. You know, for example, my grandfather, when he was alive, I could call my grandpa anytime day or night. Shout out to my grandpa, Jose Molina. I'd be like, Grandpa, he already knows who I am. Yeah. I just say, Grandpa. I ain't got to explain, Grandpa.
The rest of it, yeah.
It's Isaac, Doris, you know what I mean? I ain't got to explain the whole line, the whole lineage. I just say, Grandpa, he knows who I am.
Yeah.
Who are some people you deal with here in the city, dog, that you got that same vibe with, that same...
Shout out to Sambo at Southside Studios.
Yeah, man. That boy Sambo's doing this shit too, bro. Yeah, that boy Sambo's doing this thing, man.
Shadow Ramirez.
Yeah, man. Shadow, man.
Shadow Tub. These are all people that, like, I could see them like a parking lot. Like, it could be like a whole crowd.
And they're going to make it a point, or you make it a point.
I'm making a point. They're going to make it a point to somehow, like, hey, come sit with me, or like, hey, come by right here. Shadow, man, he's somebody that's kept it real with me for a long time, bro.
And it's me as well, dog. Shout out to Shadow, man. Yeah. He's always been a good dude to me, you know what I mean? And again, Shadow is someone, you know, like the aggravated. Mm-hmm. That's something I looked up to in pride when I was in junior high school and high school, because that was La Raza, that was La Onda.
Yeah.
Doing it for Houston. They put us on the same map, the same parallel with everybody, anybody.
Like two artists that I came up with that I'm happy just to see them still do their thing.
Yeah.
Like Capo from Northside from the Fam.
Yeah.
That's from, like, I'm talking about like 20 years ago, and he's still doing his thing. And Joker, my homeboy Joker and CPAT.
Yeah.
Money Game, RP to my homeboy CPAT. But like, these are two people that, like, I remember doing shows with them at the Perfect Rack off 290 and Magnum. And they're still pumping out music, and they have like way more like fans and supporters than I do. You know, I remember being with Capo, we were on 59 and we stopped at a light and just randomly caught two hood niggas like jamming the shit out of the song. Yeah, and it was like, it was surreal for both of us. Like, damn, it was his song, but it was like, damn, that's what it feels like to pull up and like random people listen to your music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like, I just appreciate like still having that relationship with the people I met 20, 25 years ago. And you know what I'm saying? So to see them still do their thing, love my city, you know what I'm saying? So I love the talent in my city. I'm competitive, you know what I'm saying, but that doesn't make me a hater. It doesn't make me an asshole. It's like I don't want to listen to nobody's music.
Yeah.
Like no, I literally freestyle with high school kids that never been to the studio in their life.
Yeah.
They just I like freestyling, and so I love. I consider like almost like a sport. I like playing it. You know what I mean?
And you know, bro, I'm gonna like say this like honestly, bro. And I'm not saying just because you're here.
Mm-hmm.
You are one of the most humblest dudes there is, bro.
Man,
like I feel like to any up and coming rapper, to anybody, any fan, anybody in this world, like you are really one of the most humblest dudes that I met in this business. And you know how easy it is for us to get
caught up
in that swollen head to be like, where's somebody now? Like me, I will never ever. People in my professional life, in my entertainment life, in my professional life, I'm a superstar, dog. Yeah. I'm not saying it's like no bullshit. I like it's like legitimate facts. Yeah. I've been all over the world, had thousands of people work for me. Yeah. In my entertainment life, the same. And people come up to me like, I just want to come up and say hi to you, Mr. Isaac. I say, hey, bro, relax, dog. Yeah. Like, come take a picture. Yeah. Put that. Yeah. Mr. is my dad and my grandpa. I'm Isaac.
I'm proud when I tell people I'm the son of a maid and a landscaper. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the hired help, those were my parents, you know what I'm saying? And I got a shout out to my homeboy Big E, Demo, Chris. Like these people, these are people that I came across in life and they were like, hey, check it out. You want to be a gangster or you want to be a hustler? And being young and I, you know what I'm saying, not knowing nothing, it was like, hey, there's a difference? What the fuck? And like literally being taught, like, hey, look, you want to be a gangster? They end up with charges, lockup, right? You want to be a hustler? You could do business with the gangsters, but really, your business is the money. Your
it's a racketeer, like the mafia used to say.
Right? So like these people right now, when you're like, bro, like you're one of the most humble. The reason why I named out all these people that I named out is because I was literally living with them when I was like 13, 14 years old. Yeah. So I was taught real young where it was like, hey, look, these gangsters that you go make money with it. You don't have to be one of them for them to be like, look, you ain't a hoe, you ain't a punk. And at the same time, you're not over here, you know what I'm saying, shitting on nobody, stepping on toes, disrespecting. So you learn how to exist with like, hey, look, there's respect. And at the same time, if I have to show you I'm not a punk and a hoe, I'm going to show you I'm not a punk and a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So being raised like that, it carried over into the rap thing. So like as a rapper, nigga, I'm calling everybody $5, $1,000, But personally, bro, like I want to get home. I want you to make it home. Yeah. I told you earlier, I come from a city where a bad look, that might determine one of us not making it home. So I try to treat everybody with respect. You know, some people it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they don't like me. They don't like me because their big homie, shook my hand, or they don't like me because I talk shit into the camera about betting. Whatever reason they don't like me. I'm not for everybody. Fuck it. I realize that. But there's a right way of doing it and a wrong way of doing it. You feel me?
Hey, you ain't gonna explain to me, bro.
Yeah. So I always feel like there's a right way to do it.
The main thing is, I don't ever put no attention. Like people say, oh, this they hate you. I don't have no haters, and I have no recollection of any haters in my mind.
No,
what does that energy give to me? I'm a positive man. Yeah. I'm a positive person. Everything I produce is in positivity, in the name of God, in the name of what I do. Like I ain't got time for no haters. It don't give me no energy. I lose energy when you give to haters. Yeah. So I know what I do because it's not that they're hating because they hate you personally. It's because they can't understand how you on the same level as them got to where you're at. Yeah. And that's a hard thing for people to understand. They're not willing to sacrifice.
Oh, my boy, they're not willing to work. Hey, look, before I get out of here, man, I want them to hear this one song, man.
So let's do this one, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
Don't even mute it.
Yeah. Let's do this one right here, man. E45, Dear Mama, man. Y'all check this one out.
It's like you're broken, like in a million pieces, and nobody understands, like, really what you're going through inside your brain, inside your soul, like. And the more that you isolate yourself, the more you become comfortable with it. The more lost in that, you know.
And this song's just to let you know, shit, I was there too. So, feel me?
Came up from nothing, raised on the coast street. When I spit bars, let them run like a nosebleed. Say we go back, they show me if you know me. Took 60 pills, dying slowly from an OD. 12 years old and I think I'm in love. People hurt people, homeboy, they the drugs. Mean on mug, 13 loaded slugs. Scarface said I'm a gangster, Pac said I'm a thug. Call it how you see it, but I believe it in my mind. Whatever's in my heart, I'ma leave it on the ground. It's me against the world while I'm firing up a pound. Single shot, 12 gauge, and I'm loading up around. This one's to my son, my mother, and my daughter. I can't blame life, and that's how I was brought up. Yeah, dope got me paid, but it also got me caught up. Shit, you my world, for real, you my ride. I try so hard to go and do it right, but I bleed to my soul, and I explain it to the mic. Let me say that I love ya before I'm out of sight. Don't know if I made it, but hope that I might. I feel dead wrong, inside is self-hate, so I hide from the world while I self-mutilate. For those knows that I'm sorry, I know it's too late, but I'ma wait for you and I'ma see you at the gate. It's so much pain that I hold in my heart. I smile at the blunt, the moment that it sparked. I'm hiding from the world, I'm crying in the dark. If it's not my own people, I'm worried about a narc. At the end of the rope, I feel I lost hope. I always touch money, but I always felt broke. Twisted up and choked just to find that it copes. Blowing out the smoke, I thought I saw a ghost. Nah, that's me, I'm gone in the flesh. Celebrate my life, but I'm done with the stress. Until my last breath, it's something I confess. I've been waiting for that ride just to get it off my chest.
Welcome to the land where it just don't stop. Trunks, pop, tops, drops in the front end hops. Paint flop, screens on, that can bad in the song. Yeah, it's on, ride on, ballin' at my home. Texas place don't hate, showing up in the state. Can't wait, get it straight while the front end break. Pay the cost, be the boss, looking good when I floss. Sunshine, let it down, turn it up and climb. Roll around, hit your block, trunk going or not. Let it up, let it pop, light up the whole block. Southside, how we hold on the gangster stroke. Music hitting so hard, knocking outside. Hit the highway, cruise control, gon' let it roll. Roll up a drink, fired up and show the windows closed. On chrome, high side, going up the south side. Giving they up, coming down, breaking the slag.
Drums keep popping, tops keep dropping,
All right, man. So let me know what y'all think about that one, man. It was E45, Dear Mama, man. Look, Tops Drop, man. That's a classic favorite from you and I, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't that. You know, it's crazy because like when the Rockets are in the playoffs or the Astros, they'll play Tops Drop. You know what I'm saying? They got the homeboy from Dallas, the face bob with the I'm from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, homeboy's doing his shit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm proud of that, bro.
I'm proud of everybody from the state that's doing the thing right now, bro.
But I'm honestly, bro. Hey, City of Houston, man, let's get behind my boy E45, man. There ain't no reason why you can't be on that same level, bro.
Ain't no reason, I always tell people if I get my 15 seconds of fame, I'm gonna make it last forever, bro. Like the moment I get that little spotlight, the moment I get that little, hey, Snoop wants to hear you rap.
Yeah,
bro,
you got it.
Shit, I'm ready. That's what I've been waiting on. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it if it happens, if it doesn't.
You know, life sometimes though, bro, is we put all the work in, and it's like a focusing. All we're doing is waiting, like you said, for that light to finish focus, and that spotlight's gonna be on you, bro. And it's gonna be up to you.
Right there with me, bro. I'll be right there with me.
I'm gonna tell you now, dog. I've always had your back, dog.
I know.
Since the Jump Street, you know what I'm saying?
From Jump, my boy.
I've always. You say you challenge somebody, I always throw up some bones with it. You know what I'm saying? I say you want to challenge my boy, I got you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's ride with it.
Hey man, I really
we're gonna make it happen.
The moment I started seeing you, you know what I'm saying, getting back into the podcast, I was like, bro, I gotta get up.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
You having me. You know what I'm saying? I go by E45 _ Benitez on TikTok and Instagram, Elias Benitez on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to work, holla at me. Let's make something happen.
Man, hey, look, right there. So I don't need nobody to say, how do I get in touch with E45, man? How can I get a feature? How can I get my boy on my track? You on one of the hottest.
I'm a one-man army. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if you know Isaac and you're like, hey, bro, get with Isaac. Isaac knows me personally. We can chop it up.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm a one-man army. You know what I'm saying? If you're an investor, if you know somebody who owns a record label, I've never signed a record deal in my life. The right deal hasn't presented itself. But I'm always open to negotiate. I'm always open to chop it up with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
And I was telling my boy, man, E45, man, he's literally one pull away, dog, from busting off. We got Levi, man. Appreciate you, man, tuning in. He says, what's up, man? Appreciate you, Levi.
Smoke World. Yeah, man. He put me on out there in West Texas, bro. Like that dude, like he didn't have to. He didn't have to for years now. For years. Like E45, like, you know what I'm saying, throwing my name in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping me in conversation. So huge shout out to you know what I'm saying, West Texas.
But you know, bro, like that's how like I fuck with you, bro, because when I first met you, the skills, and then when I talk with you, the humble, you know, you was humble as hell. You know what I'm saying? But the amount of people that really, really cut for you really shows as a businessman, right? As a businessman, I want to see your portfolio.
Yeah.
You're a businessman too.
Yeah.
In business, I want to see portfolio.
Yeah.
To see the amount of people that cut for you in every side, you know, every angle.
And, you know, and the hard, like, well, not hard, but the complicated thing about that is it's people from different walks of life.
That exactly.
Like yeah. you know, one of my biggest supporters, Lino, when I'm gonna cut this page.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is his job. He is I don't even want to say it the wrong way, but he does the QC. He checks the rocket ships for SpaceX before they send them.
You know, that's what I do too,
bro.
You know that's what I do
too. And so he's down there at Brownsville, right?
I probably know him,
bro. And the crazy part is that he comes up here like 2 weeks ago. Lino, my bad, I don't mean to put this out. You don't want me to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. He comes like 2 weeks ago and he's like, "Hey, E, you still sell your USBs?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I had did like my fourth order. I get 50 of them every time I order them. So he's like, "Well, how many do you have?" And I was like, "Well, you know, this is like my fourth order. You know, they don't sell as fast.
Yeah,
got like 30 something of them." He says, "I'll buy them all."
Damn.
He bought the whole box. He bought the whole cardboard box of USBs, right? I'm already like, what the fuck? Like, you know, and so when he goes to tell me how much, I'm like, bro, the fact that you want to do this for me, I don't even give a fuck what you give me. It's like, thank you. You know, just the fact that you want to do that for me. He brought me a fucking shirt from SpaceX. And he's like, bro, if you ever want to tour, come on down. Da, da, da. So long story short, he buys the box, right? So one blessing leads to the next. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm in awe. I'm in like, bro, like he bought the whole fucking box.
Yeah.
The very next day, he takes a picture after he goes back to work, and he's literally passing them out
to people at the plant,
to the co-workers at SpaceX.
Yeah.
And so to me, like I said, I don't have the biggest platform. I don't have the biggest whatever. But the fact that I have people in my corner, bro, like
they're willing to bat for you.
Like my boy right here, Isaac, like Sumo, you know what I'm saying? Sumo, like we got history.
The
fact that all these people, bro, is like that to me. That's why at night I don't go to sleep with bitterness. I don't go to sleep like, how come I haven't had how come D Baby's up and how come Mexican OT's up and how come everybody's up but me? The reason why I don't is because God's blessed my game to where like I've literally met people that believe in my music more than I do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I've met people that believe in me, like in all honesty, more than I do. So just the fact that I've got people that believe in this dream that I started with fucking 25 years ago. To me, that is my win. To me, that is my fucking Grammy, my plaques on the wall. The fact that like I said, my city knows what's up with me. You know what I'm saying? I've never met Slim Thug. I've never met Pow Wow. To this day, I've never met him.
Yeah.
But I bet you somebody that knows them, that grew up with them, along the line, somebody that's heard me could vouch for me and be like, hey, before you hear him rap, as your homeboy, as your, you know what I'm saying? Bro, that nigga's gonna eat. Like he's
I'm
gonna
about
go
to say,
in.
dog, let's change that. Dog.
Yeah, you
Let's
know
change
that. Like, he's
dog.
gonna go
Let's
eat.
let-
Like he's gonna go in.
We're gonna make it happen, dog.
Yeah, nah, and
We can make that happen. We can make it happen,
bro.
for sure.
In honesty, and this is something that I don't care how corny it sounds. Like I mean this shit. As long as I feel happy doing it,
Yeah.
I'm all for it, bro. If it blows up and turns into a worldwide platinum hit, cool. If it doesn't, we have fun doing it.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, how many people get to wake up and
Yes.
have fun?
Yes.
So many people go to work and they get mad at their
Miserable.
supervisor
They hate
and they go to work and they take it out on their wife and kids because they don't have the
Yeah.
balls to tell that guy at work, hey bro, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? So we get to wake up and have fun creating music, creating sound, creating vibes. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I want to work with you off the rip. You already know that. Anybody else, you know what I'm saying, get in line. Like let's talk a bag. I'm not doing nothing for free. But the people that I already have in my head that I have fun creating music with, oh bro, like I'll always feel like, you know what I'm saying, I want to make the music. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, the legacy you've already put down, Houston, I'm asking for support for this dude right here, man. If we can come out together and support this dude right here, there ain't no reason that the man has the talent that it takes to be on a level. We as a city of Houston need to get behind you and be that rocket to help push you, dog.
If I get on, I'm gonna reimburse all you motherfuckers, everything. When I'm up and I go to Vegas like Drake and I'm betting a million and I hit, I'm sending everybody their money back. Nah, but on everything I love, like Galveston's important to me, just like Houston is. Like that whole stretch from Galveston to Houston.
Yeah.
Everybody and anybody that I've ever came across, anybody that I've ever conducted any type of business with, y'all know that my pride and joy is to like, I want to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with all the street niggas listening to the radio like, man, that's trash, nigga. That's whole ass shit, nigga. Man, like if it's the right way. Like when I say the right way, like when I get the calls from my OGs, when I get calls from TDC, and there's people like, bro, we work out to your music. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we just play your shit just to jam out. You know what I'm saying? Like that means the world to me. You know what I'm saying? It'll be beautiful one day if I do get a Grammy, if one day I do have this huge platform. But the fact that like Houston, Texas, y'all have embraced me, just like Second Ward embraced me. You know what I'm saying? I'm family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, facts.
And so like how you said earlier, like I put on that Astros jersey, pride. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think people like Houston, right? I'm a fifth generation Houstonian, but people don't understand. Like if we accept you, we accept you like blood, like brother. Like if you was willing to cut with us and be in the trenches with us,
oh man,
it don't matter if you're the first, second, third, 5 minutes. If you say you're down,
look, hey, look. Before I get out of here, shout out to Jay Caballero, La Pulga on Telephone and Bellway. Look, like I said earlier,
Cold Flea Market.
Like I said earlier, I don't fit the rapper image. Before I go spend $500 on a Gucci shirt or a Versace shirt, I'd rather support local business. Sip now, lean later. Shout out the clothing line. You know what I'm saying?
The boys at the Cold Flea Market, man. Telephone and Bellway, Cold Flea Market.
Hey, bro, when I say I'm always cheer for like the underground. I always cheer for the man that built it with his own two hands. You know what I mean? So for everybody that always listened to the radio and was like, man, fuck that nigga shit. That's who I'm doing it for. That person right there. Every time I get on a song, like every feature, every bar, I do it with Texas pride. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like that's an expression that goes around because in Texas we're prideful. Like I don't give a fuck how shitty the Astros are. We're still cheering for them.
Every day.
I don't give a fuck how much the Rockets lose. We're still at the Toyota Center. You know what I'm saying?
That boy got a tattoo on his arm.
That don't even matter. No,
so, taking it out.
You know what I'm saying? So Texas, like that my message to the world is, you know what I'm saying, like the other people you love, and you know what I'm saying, whatever's positive and makes you happy, that's what you should do. If you literally want to kill somebody because they're wearing a different color, they're from another neighborhood, or because 50 years ago somebody fucked somebody's baby mama and we've been at war with them since, life is too real. You know what I'm saying? And you should be the person that catches your own snap. It shouldn't be a judge. It shouldn't be a nurse or a doctor. It shouldn't be a mortician. You know what I'm saying? Like getting you ready for your own fucking funeral. So in this life, if I could just leave with anything, let me leave with that message. Catch your own snap. You know what I'm saying? Love the people you love, and whatever makes you happy, stick to that. As far as this rap and these bars, honestly, and I've never said this. I'm not a quitter. I'll never be a fucking quitter. But this is probably the first time that I'll publicly say it. But I'm kind of getting to the point where I just kind of want to fall back some. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't shitting on nobody, but I make more money off my streams than any other.
Yeah.
Any other. You know what I'm saying? So like, literally right now, I could stop. And I'll have streams while I'm alive, and nobody streams like a dead artist. I didn't know who Selena was till she. Yeah, I'm not shitting on her. You know, the B, all different type of artists that didn't until that happened.
Yeah.
And so I've left it in every type of legal, legit way that you could leave it. That the owner of all that will be my daughter, Angelica. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm having fun doing it. You know what I mean? But in all honesty, like, I'm not trying to go to fucking talent showcase, you know what I'm saying, and win a slide. And
bro.
I'm not trying to buy a beat and pay for the feature.
Bro,
I'm having fun, bro.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Last time we talked, like I said, you know, Sin's little benefit, you know what I mean? Shout out to Perfect Choice and everybody that put on that, Jessica Jeans and Tex and everybody, you know what I mean? Like I was talking to you then. Don't hang it up. Let the city catch up to you, bro.
Yeah. No, and it's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
let the city catch up to you, bro.
Like you said it best. I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler at birth. So if that situation occurs where that push does happen, that wave does, you know, on deck, nigga, I'm ready. But what I'm saying is, as a man, I have other things to tend to. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I wanna like honestly, I went from making 50,000 a month. Like people fuck all the social media, people that know me.
Yeah.
I went from making $50,000 a month consistently for a long period of time.
Yeah.
To now, I feel like I'm in retirement because I don't want to be the man in the room that has the most money.
Yeah.
I want to be the man in the room that's finding the most peace.
Yeah.
And I find that my peace is taking care of my parents. I like visiting my homeboys. You know, at this point, I don't even visit with my homeboys. Like if I know you into some shit that, hey, bro, I don't need to be around it. Nigga, come meet me at Chili's. Let's sit down and come meet me over here at, you know, this taco spot. You know what I'm saying? So I love everybody. I hope that you find whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody and anybody that fucks with me. The 2 people that are watching, y'all are still watching after all this time. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm E45, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking for me, I'm easy to find. The whole reason y'all don't see me at every event and y'all don't see me everywhere is because, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that I grew a big head or nothing, but I put a lot of money in. So if I can't get anything out, then like I said, I got other things to tend to. I'm always love music. I'm always be front line, you know what I'm saying? I'm always feel the way I feel about my bars. But it's the amount of time that you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if that happens, you know what I'm saying, I'm ready. I'm on whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So man, look, let me leave y'all with this. Y'all need a feature. Y'all want one of the hottest artists in the city of Houston. Give my boy E45, man. If y'all need to send me a message, I'll get you to him. One of the most humblest dudes there is in the city of Houston. One of the hottest motherfucking rappers there is out of the city of Houston. Y'all want him on a track? Get with him. You want to battle him? That boy said he's got bread to put up. Hey, it ain't about fighting. It ain't about this. It's about music and talent. Like he said, the 4 factors that you want to put into it, you want to get into it, he's willing to go. Y'all go check out E45, man. He's got a lot of music. If you type in E45 Rap Houston, I'm sure it pretty much pull up on E45, you know, Houston Rap or E45 Rap Houston. You know what I mean? You pull up that kind of shit on all social media.
And shout out to The World Is Yours. Because literally, life is what you make it. So the world could be yours if that's what you want.
The world is yours. What you do with it is up to you, man. That's the slogan, the end of it. Hey, bro. Appreciate you, dog. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you coming in today. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed this adventure. We talked about a lot of things tonight. Hey, man, the most important thing I could ever teach you, love is the best thing I can teach you. Keep hustling, keep pushing. Life is what you make it. The world is yours. What you do with it is up to you. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all. See y'all next week with King Baby.
No weapon, I mean especially the world. Yeah, this world belong to everybody. And I got so much more to study.